This episode of the Grappler Union podcast is brought to you by BJJTees. Go to bjjtees.com, enter the promo code Grappler Union, and save 10% off all your jiu-jitsu apparel. Go to bjjtees.com today.
This episode of the podcast is also brought to you by Strychnine Jiu-Jitsu, makers of vintage-inspired tees, hoodies, and rash guards. Go to strychnine.co, that's STRYCH9.co, and use the promo code UNION at checkout to receive 20% off your online order.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Grappler Union podcast. Paul Maloney alongside Anthony Zito. On this episode, we have Jon Calestine in studio. Jon is an EBI Champion and a black belt under Daisuke Yamaji. Also in studio is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, Matt Kaplan, who's also a black belt under Dice. Enjoy.
I hate the 6 minutes. That's what happens in that 6 minutes.
You told me using any technique that works. Never to limit myself to one style. Keep an open mind.
We're not here just to take part. We're here to take over.
In order to become more peaceful, in order for you to become better and strategize your life.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
The boys from New York in the house.
Yes, a couple of New Yorkers. Is that proper? Did I sound like a New Yorker?
I think that was pretty good.
That's close,
That was
right?
really good.
Jewish, that's what
New York is.
Boys, what is the consensus on the pizza?
Yeah,
good.
It was good, but it wasn't New York.
John's
It
not
was
impressed.
different.
It was different. Yeah.
He's never had deep dish before. I've never had deep dish, so
So
it
that was a
different.
thicker. That's a thicker pizza, and it wasn't. It was like last minute. And like Javi's like, dude, they want to try to get some Chicago pizza. I'm like, oh well, closest thing to us around here, like for the studio, is Freddy's Pizza. It's a thicker, doughy, fluffier.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No, it was good. I liked
good.
it.
Sausage. It's
Yeah, I
good.
liked it. The
Yeah,
sausage.
and they ate it
John
cold.
likes
They
them
ate it
thick.
cold too. Yeah,
I do like it
like,
thick.
like thick sausage.
Yeah.
Well, this is how this podcast is gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh man,
We got a couple of beers out here. Matt's
Yeah.
drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade, dude.
I was drinking bourbon all morning. So and then I was drinking bourbon on the plane, and then now we're here. So
yeah.
plus you had Miller
I
Lite.
think
So
Javier's knocking on the window.
Oh, the front door is locked.
yeah, some guy just locked up. Like, if I have a choice between Miller Lite and anything else will probably win.
Is that right? Yeah.
It's Miller Lite. It's like water.
Yeah. I don't know why. Someone brought that in our studio, and Paul does not. He loves beer, so it doesn't really matter for him.
Yeah, no, I'd drink anything.
Yeah. Paul's just like, he'll drink anything.
Well, he's a baby. I remember on his 21st birthday, I took him drinking, and he's never had real alcohol. He had some vodka and some stuff because high school. And his first real drink of was bourbon. I gave him Booker's. You ever have Booker's?
No, I have not.
It's strong. Booker's is 135 proof, something like that. So he never had real alcohol, so he had a shot of this, and he drinks it. And I have the videos on Instagram. He maybe 3 minutes later, he's like,
Oh yeah, no, it was bad. And then I try reading something off Instagram or Facebook or something like that, and I'm just mumbling. And the next morning, I see this.
Who are you cursing? You were walking down the street, cursing someone at the top of your lungs. Someone from Jiu-Jitsu that angered you greatly. I don't remember who or why.
Oh, I know who.
Who?
Dylan Dennis.
Dylan Dennis, that's right. It was before Gary had the match with Dylan, so we're talking 3 years ago.
Okay.
Fucking Dylan Dennis, fucking fuck the tip, fuck him. Like everyone is staring at him from the sidewalk, like, what the fuck is wrong with that little kid?
Oh man.
So the beef with Dylan's real then?
I don't know.
Or do you guys just think he's a
I don't know.
douchebag?
I don't know if
Who
they're
cares?
fighting-
You guys
fighting
don't care,
anymore.
right?
They all had matches.
I know.
Yeah.
And Gordon just took his hairstyle too.
God.
What do you do?
I
do you
told
guys
him the
think
other
about
day, I said, so first we had the weird tattoos.
So it's a real thing. So you would
Like, he had like
agree.
the clown tattoos,
Right.
he had the weird tattoos. And then the blonde hair, now the goatee. I said, so New Jersey. All right. Transformation is completed now. Transformation is complete. When do we move to Bricktown, South New Jersey?
John, any tattoos for you?
No.
You're just keeping it.
Yeah, just keeping it fresh. Yeah.
good.
I mean, if I wasn't such a little bitch, maybe I'd get a tattoo. But needles and me don't do very well.
Yeah. How old are you?
It hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
It's a real thing.
I know it hurts. Yeah,
Yes.
23.
23.
Yeah, 23. Yeah.
Zito is 47.
42.
42?
42.
And he just got his first tattoo like
Saturday. Really?
Saturday,
Yeah.
yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Just got it.
What happens when you get old? You you got to cling on to youth like that?
Yes.
like how Randy Couture got a sleeve when he was 50.
But I think he stayed away from it because he was active in the military longer than he wanted, and then something about traveling with the wrestling team.
Is that what Randy
I think there was like a legitimate reason why he just didn't
Well,
do
touche.
it.
There you
I
go,
think there was a
Paul.
legit reason. I know now. Well, they got rid of it, but there was when I was in college, so 04 to like maybe 2010. When the recruiters would come up for the Marines, if you had visible tattoos, you couldn't sign up for the Marines. But I think they just undid that.
It's different now. It's not
Yeah,
the same thing.
that lasted like a
Yeah, no,
decade.
it's different.
And then they're like,
Yeah, we need people. We need bodies now.
we need bodies.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you have a tattoo of
Yeah.
a dick on your forehead.
Exactly.
Like, we'll take
Just
you.
get
I
in
think
here.
though, if you
Yeah.
want to do special ops like SEALs and that stuff, there's restrictions on it because they send you on those missions that they don't send you on.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And those guys are fucking beasts.
Yeah, my friend's in the Navy right now. He goes, I tried out for SEALs. How'd that go? They said, let's see 100 pull-ups. And I said, I'll see you guys at the next test. Bye, Pedro.
Yeah, man, that's no joke there. You got to go in swimming like, 10 miles. Like you just got to go in already there.
Yeah.
You got to be there already.
Yeah, no.
no joke.
Before jiu-jitsu, I thought I was going to be a Navy SEAL. It didn't work out.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You took your ASVAB and did all that?
They wanted a high school diploma.
I didn't have that, so yeah, they didn't take me. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. But jiu-jitsu.
It's very lucrative. You're right.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing pretty good.
Paul's like, John, so what do you do for a living? He goes, I do jujitsu. Yes, you do.
Yes.
There you go. That's
Great.
why you're the EBI champ.
Great answer.
Yeah. Luckily, Gio was sick that day, right?
Yeah, I know.
Luckily.
I always love like when someone wins something big, you go on the internet and it's this every reason of why the person who wasn't supposed to win won. And like Gio did say, Gio was really cool afterwards. He said, thank you for the
Gio
match.
was cool.
But like you go on the internet, it was like, well, John beat Mike Davila because Davila has cancer and Gio was ill and his mom's in the hospital and Jason Hayden lost because the light trinity, like there's always like just stupid shit. And I said, bro, don't go on Reddit. Like I rarely go on Reddit unless like someone sends me something because message forums.
Right.
But like he's like reading all the comments, like getting furious.
It got to a point that I just was trying my best not to look at my phone because every time I looked at my phone, I go to Instagram or Facebook and somebody's pissing me off and I just don't have the balls to say something
Why
back.
would you do it?
It's
Why
just
would you
like
do that?
I told him, I said, you have two choices. You can ignore them or do what Gordon does and challenge every single one of them to a match.
Yeah.
Be like, look, here's where I am. Let's come train.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just ignore it. I mean, gives a fuck.
That's what happens, man. When you start reaching a level of success, all the hate comes out. Of
course.
It's just
Yeah, no, I know.
That's
I
what they're
thought I thought
attracted to.
winning would stop the hating because there's
No.
so many people.
So much more.
There were so many people that were
silly
talking shit
man.
about me. That
And by the way,
before
I don't think a whole lot of people are surprised with it. You know what I mean?
No, people that knew him were expecting him to win. People were trying to
Right.
bet on that too.
Right. Yeah. And just like anyone coming out of Henzo's is like, oh, we're probably going to win EBI. You know?
Yeah.
We weren't surprised.
I
We
appreciate
did a
that.
companion. You
Right.
could listen back.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks,
Javi went
guys.
to Henzo's. Oh, he's in the other room. Javi went to Henzo's maybe like 6 months ago, because he went with Dan and them. And like I told everyone, I said, hey, it's my friend Javi, because when strangers come in the room, people sometimes.
Yeah.
And
Turns into a feeding frenzy. Sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh, does it really?
Well, especially like because he trained with Riley Bodycomb for a while, so
Yeah.
like some of the people would know, hey, that's one of Riley's guys. He
I
got
see.
yeah, so you gotta be like, no, he's all right. But he rolled with a lot of guys. He was telling me too. He goes, I rolled with guys, and he goes, they're all pretty. I said, yeah. I said it's one of those rooms where like you can go in and like some of the purple belts in there can like beat up some world class black belts.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say any names, but I watched Emmanuel Vera beat up AJ Agazon pretty badly. He trained twice. Wow. I was impressed. Man, he's tough. Good for me. He just won his second MMA fight, but with a leg lock.
In about 30 seconds.
Wow.
Dude wants to strike good solid boxing, and the fucking mat is drenched. So Manny, and from my angle, it looked like when he threw the punch, the other guy clipped him over the top with a hook and dropped him. I went, but he slipped. The water was wet. So Manny slips off his 2, falls into a double leg, and gets an outside Ashigarami ankle lock with shin guards on, because amateur, and fucking like rips through the shin guard with it, and the guy just starts screaming and
Get out
banging.
of here.
Yeah. He
Through
gets
the
up
shin
Through
guard.
the shin guard.
through the shin. And I've had 3 MMA fights. One of them, all I tried to do was an ankle lock with a shin guard. I couldn't do shit. And like Manny somehow made it work.
Because Manny's built like a house.
Yeah,
So-
and they didn't have the plastic shin guards, but still, it's still fucking impressive. We get to the locker room in the back, he's crying. I just wanted to fucking fight, bro. I wanted to hit him. This fucking submission grappling shit. I wanted to fight.
He just wanted to punch. He just wanted to bang.
And Gary Tonin staring at him. Gary's like, bro, but you won.
You won.
Fucking man. He goes into the shower. Now he's showering. He's naked in the shower.
Oh.
And some guy that lost his fight was like, why'd the ref stop it? He only hit me like 9 times. Like, he was real pissed about stuff. And like his corner's telling him, bro, your hands were down and he was hitting you in the head multiple times at amateur.
Right.
Yeah.
He's gonna get stopped. So now this guy goes into the bathroom too. So Manny's in the shower. And I guess this dude's by the stall. And you hear them yelling at each other. I just wanted to fight. Me too. They won't let me fight. I fucking suck. We're outside and Gary's like,
And Manny's naked in the shower. The other dude's sitting in the corner yelling, I just wanted to fight. I just wanted to fight.
Gary's like, Gary and Drew are like talking, and Drew's like, hey Gary, I think Manny's gonna get a second fight tonight. They seem a little angry naked in the shower in the second shower.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's fucking crazy. Amateurs, huh?
Is Gary Tonin doing MMA now?
Yes,
Not
yeah,
yet.
he has a pro fight.
Yeah.
He does have something coming
Yes,
up, right?
I
Yeah.
had one FC,
Yeah.
one FC
Yeah.
March, I believe, something.
Nice,
something. I don't
nice.
remember. Or maybe I'm not supposed to give the date. I don't remember.
How's
I
it-
believe it's
how's-
sometime in March.
How's the stand-up coming along?
Good. I sparred with him when he first started working striking a year and a half ago. Because Eddie was still training at Henzo, so it was a while ago.
Uh-huh.
And I sparred with him last
Eddie
week.
Cummings?
Yeah.
He doesn't train at Henzo's anymore?
No, he didn't. No, yeah, Donaher made a post about that too. But
Oh,
Eddie
really?
hasn't really trained in this. He teaches the Saturday class, usually. But Eddie hasn't really been.
Is there beef? Tell us.
They're both retarded. But like, you know what it is? It's John and Eddie have very strong personalities, and sometimes that works well, and sometimes that doesn't, and they're both a little crazy.
Gotcha.
So like, I don't know. I just smile and go okay. But yeah, like a year and a half ago, and I sparred with Gary last week. And granted, I haven't been training much, and I forgot pro was like 5-minute rounds, and I was like, we're gonna do like three fives. But like the end of the second round, I was like, yeah, I was just like diving on single legs, like throwing bad overhooks.
I heard Gary teep kicked you across the room.
No, what happened was he came in and I hit him with a nice Superman. I was like, I'm gonna throw it again.
Yeah, hold on. Stop it with your nonsense. You attempted to throw a Superman punch and got
You
teeped
weren't there.
in the chest.
Bullshit.
I heard this from 2 separate people that were in the room.
First Superman landed, and I threw the second one like I'm gonna hit it again, and he hit me with a push kick as I threw it, and I just fucking collapsed to the floor, and I was like,
He's got some big legs too. You don't want that guy kicking you.
Nah, his legs aren't that big.
Really?
No?
I mean, there's a lot of bigger guys in the room. Gary's legs aren't like insanely wide. It's just it hit me like right in the sternum.
Okay. Yeah.
That shit was pretty bad. But because I landed one, I'm like, oh nice, I'm gonna land it again. I threw it. I just fucking sandbag to the floor.
I wish I was there to see you hit the floor. That would have been great. I would have loved
Yeah, if
every
you guys
second.
want, I'll show you afterwards. There's a gif of me cracking him with an overhand with boxing gloves. And
What-
he just
what's
falls
that?
down.
I
slipped. Oh, you slipped.
He slipped.
It's
He
a slip.
slipped. But
It
he
was
slipped
because I
But Chris-
popped right back up.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
technically, if you pop right back up, it's a slip.
Right.
Slip.
And meanwhile,
It's true.
Dan and everyone comes in. We're stopping it, guys. Spurs over. Spurs over. The wave off.
What's that picture you showed us earlier? What was
Oh
that?
my God!
Oh,
So Ataka Bourdain's daughter, who is I don't know, what she was 10, 11, she fucking superimposed Eddie and John's head on a married couple kissing. And apparently Eddie's a little upset because he's the woman, but I think
And I'm the
Oh,
man.
really?
I think that's fitting. He's a little submissive. I can see that.
You and Eddie tight, John?
Yeah.
Is this like an inside joke going on
Yeah,
over
no,
here?
they're convinced that we,
Are married?
yeah.
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 Well, I know I'm convinced that I got off the plane in Los Angeles to EBI, and it's like late, and then I have to get in a cab.
Oh, man.
And I travel in a cab for 50 minutes.
Why you gotta tell this story?
To Burbank. So now it's like it's 12:30 California time. It's like 3:30 New York time, and I've been up 24 hours now, and I'm banging on the door, and I call And he's in there with his friend Chris. And Chris picks up. I'm like, bro, I'm in traffic. He's like, what? I said, no, open the fucking door. He opens the door. There's the bed and the pull-out from the couch.
Okay.
Pull out from the couch. There's nothing on
I was originally sleeping on the pullout just to be.
Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
He's
right.
laying in the bed.
I was
face
originally
down,
on the pullout. I
face
didn't
down like this. And Chris opens the door, and I
not
walk
face
in.
down.
What was on the television, Jonathan?
I don't know. I was asleep.
Playboy. I come into
Makes
the room
sense.
and
Makes
they're
sense.
sharing a bed sleeping watching Playboy, and I text Tavia, I think I need my own room. She goes, oh my God, I'll get you your own room. I don't know what they're doing in here, but it's really weird. They're
I was
watching Playboy.
sleeping. I fell asleep with the TV on. It's the night before
So
EBI.
you were watching Playboy together and you fell asleep?
No, the Playboy was not on the TV
How did
when
it
I
get
went
on the
to sleep.
TV, John?
I
John,
don't know.
how'd it get on, John?
I don't know. It just happened. Maybe Chris started watching it while I was sleeping.
So you're saying while you were sleeping, Chris was violating your space?
I hope not.
Is that what you're accusing him of? It's fucked up.
Playboy, like you have to pay for that shit in
Do you?
hotel rooms, right?
I don't know.
Do you?
Please tell me you
I
guys
can't remember
didn't
the
pay
last
for
time I
that.
paid for
don't
porn,
think
so
so.
I don't know.
No, I know, but they still try and sell it in hotel rooms.
They do.
Yeah.
They do sell. I think isn't that like the biggest? Like that's how the porn industry makes the majority of money is selling it to hotels.
Now,
Yeah.
that's
Now.
like
They
the
don't-
last
that's like their-
little.
Yeah.
Well, they don't.
speckle.
They don't even. I remember I was reading the article. They don't even have nudes in Playboy anymore. They got rid of it. It's just straight articles. They completely.
Oh,
changed.
really?
Since he died, they completely changed. Or right before he died.
Oh, is that right? I think I'll re-up my subscription.
Yeah,
Then.
no.
They completely changed.
It's like a
They completely
newspaper about
changed.
tits.
They completely
That's
changed
it.
from it. It's about like just like the whatever, and it's like a man. It's like a Maxim kind of.
Okay.
But so no one's gonna buy
That's
that. shit.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Magazines?
Yeah.
I
what's up?
never understood that. People, I read it for the articles. I'm like, I'm looking at titties. So I don't
Yeah.
know what you guys are doing.
What articles are even in Playboy?
My
I don't even
grandfather-
know. If you know there's an article in Playboy, you have a problem. That's it. There's
The only
there's no
time,
reason.
well, you know,
Yeah.
you know, if there's an article when like the centerfold, someone's famous, you're like, oh, so and so's in the. I'm
Yeah.
gonna read the article and look at her bush. My grandfather used to collect them. I remember when I moved in with my dad in like sixth grade. My grandfather died the year before, so a lot of his shit was there, and he had a stack of Playboys from like the 50s, like
Nice.
like fucking stacks of them. And my dad gave them to his friend who wanted them. I said, "Do you know they're worth money?" And
Right.
Marilyn Monroe's titties are in them.
Right. Yeah.
Upsetting.
It's iconic. Like, how do you not keep those laying around?
Some people don't have the space for it.
I guess.
Bro,
You know,
it's magazines. Like,
You make
could
space for
open the
that.
fucking door and right in front of the door.
You make space for that.
Exactly. Don't get rid of those. Although I'm trying to like get rid of a lot of stuff though recently, because I'm like purging. I got too much stuff. I like to live a little more simpler.
yeah. Well,
So.
stop buying shit.
That's the thing. Stop buying. Stop being a consumer so much.
What'd you do with your EBI winnings, John?
Should we give your address over the podcast?
Yeah,
to
do
make
it.
sure the check makes it there.
I mean, it's on the way.
It's on the way.
It's on
I'm
the way.
totally hoping Eddie Bravo doesn't pay him. I'm totally hoping Eddie Bravo doesn't
I
pay
was
him.
assured it is 100% on the way.
It's on the way.
Yes.
Wait, they don't just give you stacks of cash before you leave?
I was hoping they would.
You were right, yeah.
I
No,
was really
it's a
hoping
business
they
now. It's a
would.
tax write-off for the
Tax,
UFC.
right?
It's check and
Deduction.
fucking-
Yeah, no, I was hoping
shit.
they would so that I could hide it from the government, but I can't. So I probably should
Do
say
they
that
give you?
one.
They I'm sure they don't
That
W2. They probably
sucks,
deducted
dude. You
all.
have to
The
fucking-
before.
on it was a W. So
No,
Oh, they did W2.
Some of us have never
Yeah.
really had to pay taxes before. So when they won the on it, I had to fill out their W-2 for that. No, it wasn't a W-2.
It was W-9.
W9,
W-9,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
it
it.
was W-9.
EBI, same thing.
Same thing. So
W9.
they'll give you the first. How much was it? 15.
15, yeah.
15, and then they'll W.
I figure I'm probably going to see like 7 of it. After
No, you see,
No, you see more than
no.
that.
11,
I'm
12.
hoping more.
Yeah, exactly.
11,
Yes.
12 is good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
But I had to fill out his
sucks.
W-9. I had to fucking ask his mom, what's John's social security number? 'Cause
John,
she
you want to know
doesn't
Social Security number?
I got it now.
Oh, now you know.
I'm
that.
not going to say it on the
Don't
air,
say
but
it on air.
I got it now.
Why were you filling out his W-9?
I've never filled out any paperwork.
I had to
don't
fill out
do
his
it.
EBI,
You have to pay for
the
it.
stuff they give you
Oh,
before
yeah.
the
we
tournament.
should, what'd you write on it?
Oh, yeah, and they said it during the podcast. During the podcast, during the event. They're like,
Yeah.
Jon Calestine knew he was going to be a tournament fighter when watching No Holds Barred starring Hulk Hogan.
Shut up.
yeah, that was it.
That's awesome. Oh, that's
Like,
funny.
they misread other stuff. Like I wrote down he had beat Mike DeVilla before, and he was 1-1 with Drew and other stuff. And like
Yeah.
they got it backwards. They said DeVilla beat him, and I was like, whatever. But they got the Hulk Hogan quote.
Wow.
That's what's
Yeah,
That's
that's
fucking hilarious.
yeah,
Brilliant.
That was great. I was watching it. I was watching the replay. I was like, yes, they got that in. That's perfect.
And then, well, I listed something else too. I said
I
that.
forgot what else you listed.
Oh, I don't remember. It was like Hulk Hogan.
They asked, "What are your other hobbies besides jiu-jitsu?" I put jiu-jitsu
Also,
down.
what motivated you? It was that, and then I put in also watch. It was another movie. It was like also watching Best of the Best or something.
Yeah, Best of the
Best
Best.
of the Best was when Eric Roberts' kid dies and he used to get back on the one.
That's awesome. What a reference. Best of the best.
There's gonna be like these guys watching are gonna be like fucking 21. They're gonna have no clue who
No
Eric
clue.
Roberts is.
No idea.
No clue.
The goodness of the best. You ever see that, Paul? The best of the best?
Oh, I'm sure I have.
It's
the Korean,
Korean karate
Taekwondo.
team goes against the American team. James Earl Jones is the coach.
Yeah, yeah.
Eric Roberts and I forget Tommy's name.
Yeah, Tommy. Oh, that was so
And
horrible.
what's his name's brother? Sean Penn's brother, who died from Reservoir Dogs.
That's right. Fuck, what's his name?
Penn, something Penn. Something Penn, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, I just
Yeah.
looked this up the other day because someone didn't believe me that was Sean Penn's brother.
Yeah, Sean Penn's brother. What the hell's his name? God.
Yeah, from
we're
Reservoir.
horrible.
He was great in
He's the
Reservoir
best.
Dogs.
So good.
You gonna look it up?
Yeah, gotta.
You're gonna Google it?
I mean, how you not know?
He was big into boxing, wasn't he? That guy.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. You found it?
Dude, I can't believe you have to pay tax on your winnings.
I know.
That's
I was
fucked
pissed.
up.
Chris Penn.
I was pissed.
Chris
Did they
Penn.
just start that? Like when
No, it's
Eddie and
apparently-
Gordon won it?
Apparently, it's always been.
It's always been
a
that
thing.
way?
You have to pay
Yeah.
taxes on everything.
Yeah.
Bro, this country is so fucking lame. My friend's been living in Korea.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only Italian that works for Samsung. He's like a vice president over there for Samsung. He was a big deal with them here when they had it in Manhattan, the big store. He ran the store, like the Harley Davidson deal and all that. He would handle all that. And then when the UFCs would go on, we'd go to the store and watch it on the big screen because they had the gigantic thing there. And he moved to Korea because they didn't have any need for him here. And he still has to pay. He comes here maybe twice a year. His dad's in the house he has.
Yeah.
He still pays full taxes on his check here and South Korea.
Wow.
This is the only country, if you want to keep your citizenship, even if you live wherever, you would have to pay taxes. here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if it might not be full 30%, but he said it's a lot.
Is it 30?
You pay about 30. Well, you don't pay taxes, but if you had a job and paid taxes before,
Depending
it's about
on the-
30%, give or take. on the
I've
bracket.
paid some taxes.
I know. Well, how much were you making teaching jiu-jitsu every month, right?
Oh,
How much will you have to claim? That's the important part.
I know.
It doesn't matter when you're making like $500 a month. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in
That's
a
what I was making up.
You're in a
until
low
the-
bracket.
low
You're paying
bracket.
Yeah.
10%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
This is
cool.
fine. When I was in college, they were paying me like $1,000 a semester to like do random shit around the campus. So like you're bugging out about tax. You go, wait, if you make less than like 15, you don't have to pay anything.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of money in New York, man.
No, it's
you guys
not.
got to
It's
fucking constantly be
Well,
feeding that wheel.
When you're
Yeah.
making your millions teaching jiu-jitsu in the beginning, it's a little
It's tough in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
You guys are okay now, though, right?
with jiu-jitsu. Well, there's no money.
There's
in
no
this
money
shit.
in jiu-jitsu.
No
But
shit.
you opened up a gym.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's that
yeah,
about?
yeah. I would have been open tomorrow, but there was an issue. The landlord fucked up some stuff, and everything got pushed back 3 weeks. But my electric should be done this week, or I'll kill Rio. And then we're gonna sheetrock. I can have it up and running in about 10 days if everyone does what they're supposed to do.
So what's the gym like? How big is it? Because New York real estate is god
yeah.
awful
My-
expensive.
my
Yeah, you
rent-
can't just have
my
Playboy
rent-
magazines hanging out all over the place,
Yeah,
taking
no.
up space.
Yeah.
It's they're charging me for 1,000 because like the walk-in. I want to say the gym space itself is about 900 square feet. The
Okay.
mat space is maybe 5.
Okay.
It's like 15 feet wide and 40 feet long, something like that. So, but the thing is, it's in a big basement. It's 10,000
Yeah.
square feet. So, when I get 30-something students, I'll knock the wall, the sheetrock wall we put up,
Yeah.
and I could take another 1,000 square feet.
I see.
So then I'll have 1,800 square feet. It's more than enough for.
Right.
But I want to wait till I have enough to pay for it. Of
course.
because otherwise,
Yeah.
if I took that now, my rent would be like $6,000 a month.
Jesus.
Yeah, rent is insane.
Yeah, no, it's
Fuck.
crazy.
Yeah.
For my 1,000 square feet, I'm paying about 3. It's like 28 something. It's like paying about 3.
That's crazy. Well, like, what do you have to charge students in order just to keep the doors
A
open?
lot of our students from where we were teaching in Queens before the gym closed, a couple of them are coming, maybe like 10 of them.
Yeah.
Some of the guys at Henzo's that were going over there, they're going to come cross-train because there's not a lot of no-gi in the city at night. They don't have like MMA classes, so some guys cross-train. Other people I knew that used to train that stopped and all that. So I told everyone, I said, like the first 20 students, I'll charge $150 a head, which is like the cheapest you'll find in New York City.
bet.
Right.
Henzo's is $240, $250. Marcelo's is like $240. Unity's about the same. That's just jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So if you want to do kickboxing or everything on top of that, it's expensive.
Goes into the $300 range.
Yeah, I think Henzo's, if you pay for the jiu-jitsu,
it's crazy.
Thai is like another $100, the Muay Thai, and vice versa. So, but for Manhattan, $350 a month isn't a lot. Like, because you look who lives there and trains there, like they have that kind of money. Right. Not the fighters. But you know, that's standard training. $250 a month is standard for jiu-jitsu.
But is there like a big kids program or no, nothing
Henzo's?
like that?
There is now.
It seems like it's pretty big.
They got to have they have to have at least 60 to 100 kids in that, because those classes sometimes have 20, 30 kids.
And the kids' classes too, with that much money they're paying those parents.
I have no idea what the kids.
I think the kids pay a little bit less.
They probably pay.
It's
pay
up
like
there.
2.
Okay.
But even when the kids have less days, kids programs are usually about the same price, because one, it's hard to find people that want to teach the kids.
Yeah, man.
You need 2 or 3 adults in the room, because you can't just do one adult for a whole class, because I work in high school. Kids are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And it's tiring, and nobody really wants to do it. A lot of times, it's like, because
of course
it's a lot of work. It's
a lot of
it's
work.
hard, especially 30 kids at once.
Yeah. That's right. Are you gonna do kids by you or no?
Hoping to, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it. The hard thing about adults,
That's my job, so I hope you got kids, or else I don't got a job. I'll go take kids off the street and teach them jiu-jitsu.
You know, I got an email from Gio Martinez, and I think we'll be working together, and he might be handling the kids program.
That's all
so.
right. I like Gio; he's a good dude.
Yeah, Gio seemed pretty nice. One of us was yelling and screaming before their finals match, but
Who? There's a lot of weird things that went on that day.
What happened?
Well, yeah, let's walk us through.
Yeah,
the
John,
whole
walk us
event.
through.
Yeah, well,
Tell
let's
us what
walk
happened.
us through the whole day, man. Like, would you like? First of all, you get first of all,
how
you're
did you
watching.
find out you were okay?
You're watching Playboy.
Yeah.
Well,
on the
let's
bed.
backtrack the day before.
okay.
That was the day.
John
of-
is with his other lover, who Eddie's jealous of.
Okay.
Walking on the beach. They're walking on the beach.
No,
together
we
on
were
the
not.
boardwalk.
You were
were
cheating
walking-
on Eddie.
Yes.
I mean,
We were
Eddie's
walking
been
on-
married like 5 times. So
Yeah.
who gives a fuck. But
No, we were walking on Venice Beach Boardwalk.
Okay.
And so this asshole calls me on the phone.
like, don't worry, bro.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be fine. Tavia said she can help me out, because I'm broke. I'm just fucking Jim. I'm broke. I said I can't afford to fly out and corner John. In last minute, I don't have like $2,000.
This is Thursday, like late afternoon.
So you
This
went
is
out
like-
there without a corner.
He went out there to
I
train with
went out
Eddie.
there to train with Eddie.
Oh, you went out there just to be his
I
training
was there
partner.
to help Eddie like warm up and like
That was
you
it.
know, dry him off after
And
each
he
match.
did,
Like
when did he get sick?
what was he sick? Like Wednesday?
He was supposed to go out Wednesday, and,
Yeah.
then they pushed. She pushed the tickets back to Thursday, and then Thursday. This was Thursday night. Thursday night.
I don't know.
No, his timeline's off. This was Thursday night. I called, and she said to me maybe about 6, 7 o'clock Thursday. We were talking about something completely different, because we were just bullshit, you know. And she was like, Eddie's really sick. I said, like, in the head, I'm aware of this. She goes, no, we're not in California. I said, what do you mean you're not in California? John's out there with Chris. She goes, he's really sick. I said, what are you going to do? She goes, I pushed the ticket back to today. I'm going to push it back to tomorrow. Wow. She goes, I'm going to call you at about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, Friday morning. I didn't have work Friday. The kids, their vacation started. So I was like, look, I said, if he can't go, I'll go out and corner John. I just dropped like $30,000 in gym. I have no money.
I didn't know about any of this, by the way.
Oh, they're
But
just
she
talking.
thought-
about
but
it.
This whole like none of this I
So-
knew about until like
But she thought he did.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. So I said, look, I can't. I said, I don't have the money for a ticket. She goes, don't worry about the ticket. I said, look, if John wins, just have him pay you back, and if he loses, he'll kill himself. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. She goes, well, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. I'm going to push my ticket back to tomorrow. So she's paying a fortune already pushing the ticket back, because you push it Wednesday,
Yeah.
Thursday, they charge you. They charge you. But she's trying to help Eddie. She goes, Eddie has 103-degree fever. Wow. I said, oh. She goes, he called JC, he called John, and he told him what's going on.
I never got a phone call.
So I call him. I said, bro, don't worry about it. I know you spoke to Eddie. It's going to be fine. What are you talking about?
I'm
I'm on the boardwalk. What do you mean? I said, John, don't worry. If Eddie somehow wakes up tomorrow and they don't let him on the plane and he can't get out of bed, I'm going to come out and corner you. No, really, where's Eddie? What's going on?
It's a spot on impression.
Eddie didn't call you? No, Eddie didn't fucking call me. I hear Chris in the background.
I start bugging out on the
Chris in the
boardwalk.
background. What's going on over there? All right, John, now listen to me. Are you sitting down? Eddie has a 103-degree fever. He's very ill. He might not make it out. I have to call Otavia back and explain to her that Eddie didn't tell you. I'll call you later. Boof, I fucking text her.
Now I'm bugging out because I
You're
don't
like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? I look at Chris. I'm like, did you fucking know about this? Because I didn't. Like,
I didn't know. So I fucking call her. I said, hey, it's me. I rarely call her. I usually text her. I call her, so she picks up. I said, hey, it's me. Problem. Eddie didn't tell John, and I just let him know that Eddie may not get up tomorrow morning, and he's freaking out. Hold on a second. Eddie, what the fuck? You know, call him. What are you doing? Eddie. So here's the thing about fevers. If you have, like, I think death is at 106.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah. You start hallucinating at least.
You start hallucinating at like 10. No, you start hallucinating at 103.
Oh, is that
103, 104?
Okay.
At 107, your brain melts inside your skull.
Oh.
I think death's a little earlier.
Okay.
Eddie's fever was so bad, he hallucinated. Calling him on the phone.
Oh, fuck.
Having a full conversation with him, saying, "Bro, don't worry. I know you can win this." Telling him the strategies of each person, how to beat them, and so on and so forth. That's how fucked up he was. It was 103-degree fever for like 3 days.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a serious like.
That's serious. Why is he not in the hospital?
Eddie Bravo asked, he goes, "Did you guys plan this?" I said, "No." I said, "Dude, there's 103-degree fever." Donaher too. Donaher asked me. Donaher goes, "Matty, be
Plan
honest."
this as in what? Like
that
make
he
a
was
deal
gonna pull out and do
switcheroo?
the switch and bait, right?
Yeah.
And Donaher asked me. Donaher goes, "Matty, be honest." I said, "No." I said, "John, Eddie called Calestine on the phone. Like he envisioned calling Calestine on the phone and having a whole conversation, and he hallucinated. He had 103 fever for 3 days." Donaher's very educated. Right away, he goes, "He didn't die." I said, "No, he didn't die." Like that's right when they told me this. So Friday morning comes around, and she calls me. She's like, "Kaplan, we are not getting on a plane." I said, "Okay, I'm gonna call John." "Hey, buddy, Megan just texted me." "Megan who?" From EBI. She said, "Eddie's not going, and they want me to do it." "Oh, so you know?" "Yeah, I know." "I'm really scared right now. I don't know what to do." "Well," I said, "Johnny, if you don't want to do it, Chris is already out there." "No, fuck that. I'm going to do it."
No, fuck that. I'm gonna do
"No,
it.
fuck that. I'm going to do it."
It was probably exactly like that.
"No, fuck that. I'm going to do it."
So
I got to go throw up, though. I'll be right back.
I did throw up.
So you had a conversation with Eddie, and he's hallucinating on the phone with you.
No, he
No,
didn't.
he never had
I
that.
never
Eddie
had that
called him.
conversation.
Eddie
I never called him. He hallucinated the whole
entire
conversation.
thing.
Oh,
He
Paul,
thought he
where you
called
at,
me.
bro?
Yeah.
I'm hallucinating, bro.
103-degree fever.
Yeah.
For 3 days. He
Oh,
was
no
like,
shit.
like he should have been hospitalized, but he didn't want to go.
Oh, so you never got the phone call and
No,
the
I
strategy
never
on
got
how to
that.
beat everybody?
No, I never got
damn.
that phone call. Never got the strategy. That phone call never came through.
At least text me the strategy, right?
Yeah,
right.
at least send
It
me a
didn't look like you
text.
needed it though.
He
Strategy
Yeah,
was
so
Hulk
then-
smash, Hulk no smash.
Yeah, so like Eddie's like, you know, we gotta take our time, and Ottavio said the same thing. Ottavio was like, "Eddie, I know you don't want to hear this, but not everybody needs technical." I texted him. I said, "Eddie, look, there's 2 ways to coach John.
Yeah.
Hulk smash, Hulk no smash. Keep it very simple for him.
Right.
He won't get confused. Just tell him when Hulk smash and when Hulk no smash, and that's it. He'll be okay."
Yeah, no. Tell me the guy standing across from me said something bad about my mother, and I'll go out there and kill him.
yeah?
It's just
That's really it's very simple.
So like I had they wanted me to get on the 3:00 flight, but there was one ticket left, and by the time she put it in, it was gone. So I got on the 5:00 or the 6:00. But I got to the airport at 1 because my dad was home. I said, "Dad, I need to ride to the airport."
I remember that.
Like, Dad, I need to ride to the airport.
You asked your dad for a ride. He's like,
He goes, wait, during rush hour? Fuck that. I said, "No, we'll go right now. We'll go right now. We'll go right now." Fucking get it to the airport.
I think you yelled at him, "Go fuck
I said,
yourself."
"Go find the fucking car." So I got to the airport at 1:00. My flight was at 6. I was watching some Sopranos on my laptop.
Okay.
What the fuck are you gonna do for 5 hours?
Exactly.
Right.
I was bugging out throughout this whole time that he's on the plane. I'm having a nervous breakdown. I'm sitting in the bathroom.
But you're on weight.
Oh yeah, I was.
What'd you weigh at 142 with your
with my
fucking clothes
shorts on.
Beautiful.
And so you were just nervous.
Yeah.
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 Oh, my flight. He was bugging out. My flight
Yeah.
got delayed.
Oh, his flight got
an
delayed
hour,
too, yeah,
and
so-
then I got on the plane. So I'm on the plane, and then it got delayed another hour. So I didn't take off to 7.
Yeah.
I got there like 11:00. It was a 5-hour flight. 12:00, and then it was an hour cab ride. And he was tuckered out by then, like a little puppy. He was sleeping by the time I got to that.
Yeah, pretty
He gets
much.
up the next morning.
All that Playboy, of course.
Burn me out.
Burn him out.
You mean staring at pictures of his girlfriend? Not watching porn. Of
course.
That's
No,
right.
I would never.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was watching a lot of porn. With
No.
another man in the room.
That's not what happened. Anyways.
So you get there. Now the day of, you do the weigh-in in the morning.
I almost
Yeah.
got
And then
into a
what?
fight getting off the plane.
What?
Bro, I get off the
This
plane.
moron.
Bro, I get off the plane, and it's fucking late. It's like midnight their time. It's 3 a.m. my time. And it's like, you have to go, the signs like, go upstairs. So the guy working there is someone.
LAX you landed?
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks like Sunshine from fucking, remember the Titans, the long blonde hair? You're like 20. I said, hey, how do I get up to the second floor from outside the airport? He goes, maybe you should try that. And he points to the elevator. I said, bro, I'm from New York City. I'll fucking hit you. Lose the attitude. It's over there. Well, it's like 3 a.m.
Right.
Where's the fucking elevator?
Right.
Get in. Right.
Well, why does everyone from New York tell you they're from New York before they're like about to step up?
Because
Like, bro, I'm from New York.
Because
Let's
I got,
fucking
bro, look,
roll.
I got
New York, go fuck yourself.
Bro, I got off the plane and it was nothing but like beautiful women, and I'm like, these people, they don't understand concepts.
They don't
of-
get it. I'm
Yeah,
from
they
New
don't-
York.
They don't get it. Like we have
New
shit-
York.
Henry Rollins explained it in like a thing. He was like the difference between West Coast punk and East Coast punk.
Okay.
He goes, bro, the West Coast, they got beautiful beaches, beautiful women. They work when they feel like it. The weather's hot. He goes, we got smog factories on the fucking East Coast. It's cold. The women are fat and ugly. Everyone's got an attitude. Nobody's fucking happy. They don't understand. That's why their music's so happy. Like these guys are like, yeah.
Right. That's what it is.
And what time were weigh-ins? Like 9 a.m.
Weigh-ins were like 10 a.m. Yeah,
It's early.
yeah. Got up in the morning, you know.
Somebody hurt his feelings at the weigh-ins.
Who hurt your feelings?
Oh,
Come on,
yeah.
let's have it.
I don't want to name names, but I overheard conversation.
You overheard Eddie Bravo.
No, a
say to
conversation.
Gio Martinez, he's too small. You'll be fine. 2 belts.
There you
I
go.
wasn't saying that.
This is what I heard.
I'm talking to fucking what's his name from the UFC, and he comes over. I'm real mad. John, what's wrong? He said I'm too fucking small to win. I'll show him.
Too small. Eddie Bravo put it in your head,
Dude,
He shouldn't have
yeah.
said it. Too small. Not me. That's good.
They didn't understand that. Like he's a very angry person.
I am
Hulk
I am.
smash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
no.
And now you got to win the 35 belt now.
Yeah,
And
the
that's your
next plan.
natural.
And that's your weight class,
yeah.
right?
That's the weight class I prefer to compete.
I mean,
in.
for MMA, he would do 25.
Yeah.
Like he walks
Okay.
at like 140.
It's gonna be the champ.
trying. That's the
What's
goal.
up? So what happens now? Like if Eddie comes back to 45, not gonna happen.
I don't know.
He doesn't plan on doing EBI again. Who knows? Maybe not.
Not sure.
Because you're gonna hold a 35 belt, likely, right? So why
Yes.
not share?
Yeah, I mean, we could fight for
We'll
it.
see.
No, I'm
sure
kidding.
him and Eddie would have no problem sharing things.
Hey, was Eddie? Because I watched the countdown for that. Did you guys watch the countdown for EBI?
Yes.
Was
said
Eddie
like a month
trolling?
before- no, Eddie said a month before. He goes, they just interviewed me, and I just told him exactly how I feel. I'll probably never get invited back. And I didn't know what he meant until I watched the countdown.
Wait,
I was
I missed that. What do you do?
I mean, he
I totally
looked
missed
like a schizophrenic. Like,
he was so
homeless.
I don't like the EBI or overtime rules. I think they're stupid. And,
He did say
This is basically.
Did he really?
Just a
And,
nicer way of saying
okay.
it.
And I think it's like I'm trying to get my actual submission grappling training and how
Right.
to submit people, and now I got to take time out of my day to stall and learn how to do
Yeah.
overtime rounds.
He basically said, I thought this is supposed to be submission grappling where guys attack submissions, and it apparently people are just hanging on till overtime and just getting ride time.
So
And
I can't
and
wait to have all 4 of my matches go to overtime because I'm not submitting anyone.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
My strategy is to ride everybody out.
To ride everyone out.
That's awesome.
So I was talking with Javier. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, I don't know if he's trolling or if
No,
he's
he
just
was-
throwing a bullshit tactic out there, but he's really
He was
going to sub
trolling
everybody.
a little bit, right? But he was dead serious. He was like,
Or we were just wondering if he was trying to exploit Eddie's rule set. Just like find flaws in
the
it.
argument, and it's a good argument. When Gary won the first one, I think it was like $1,000. So there was a time where, and then it was like 10 grand. There was a time when the tournament was smaller and not famous. You wanted to win every match in regulation to get paid.
Right.
Yeah.
But now, look, it's not ADCC, it's not the Worlds, but it's like the next biggest one. Winning the tournament now is more prestigious than its monetary value.
Yes.
So even if you win all 4 matches in overtime, saying you won an EBI, especially when only like 5 people have won it, saying you won an EBI is a big thing. So it's worth, or 6, right? 6. It's Eddie, Gary, Gordon, him, Gio, Denny.
Yeah.
6 men have won. Only 6 men have won
Yeah.
15, 16 EBIs.
Right.
And Aaron won the women's. So it's a prestigious thing. The tournament's big. And now, each one, they get better and better guys, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So it's winning the EBI is worth more than the 15K. So if you got to stall the overtime to get your name out there, then fuck it. Just
That's true.
I needed the 20,000.
John got the John got the 11 G's and the belt.
Yeah.
The 11
That's how you
G's.
do it.
11 G's.
Fucking
Yeah,
government.
Eddie Bravo was not. I totally forgot Eddie Cummings did that in his pre-fight thing.
Yeah, Eddie was
during
talking
the
about
rules meeting, Eddie Bravo was not too amused by the because I didn't understand at first when he was like, "Yeah, guys, some people were saying the overtime rules are taxing. What, passing the guard isn't taxing?" I'm like, who the fuck said that? And I was like, oh shit.
He brought it up after the tournament.
That's right, he brought it up after the tournament. And like, I said, no, the rules are cool. I said, oh, Eddie's interview. I said, yeah, what are you going to do? I totally forgot Eddie Cummings had done that. I was like,
interesting.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Look, whatever the rules are, people are going to find a way to game the system.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because Eddie Bravo asked us, he goes, what would you guys prefer? I said, of course, no time limit sub only. But,
nobody wants to watch that.
What are you going to do?
I did a sub only card. My match was like 2 minutes. Every other match was between like 4 and 7. Tom the Blast went 72 minutes.
Jesus.
The main event. Yeah, the other guy did nothing. He sat on top,
Gordon
did
and
nothing.
Keenan was
Tom
like
got
an hour and
tired.
a half.
Tom swept
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, an hour and a half for grappling.
Gordon and Keenan, yeah.
Yeah.
But you expect that with 2 world-class black belts, maybe, right? But
who wants to watch that? I don't give a fuck.
I was sitting right there.
I mean, I watched the whole thing.
Did you?
Yeah.
At least it was active.
I sat
Did you
there and
enjoy
watched
it?
it.
Like
I mean,
the
I
whole time?
enjoyed it
Yeah.
the whole time, but no, people aren't going to. Not everybody's going to want to sit there and watch.
But you have
That's the thing.
teammates fighting, so
Yeah,
you're
it's
into it.
But I mean, at the same time,
but
they
in
want
a
to watch
full-
MMA either. Like
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
guys are hopping on the floor throwing elbows.
But in like that 90-minute match with like Keenan and Gordon. So, like for viewing, like if you were not the like jiu-jitsu enthusiast like we are, but like the average, if they had a way where you can just see the highlights of the match.
Well, if you go
and then the
online-
last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go online,
Yeah.
like I made a highlight for that. Like on my YouTube page, I have like some of their highlights and matches. I made a highlight. Grappling Industry shared it, and it has like 100,000 views, whatever it is.
Okay.
Because however long the Queen song was, so it's like 4 minutes, whatever it is.
Okay.
People watch that. Nobody wanted to watch. If you watch it live, it's different. If you're watching it live, you're watching the stream. What's going to happen?
Right.
But no one, unless you really want to study technique,
Right.
you're gonna go. It's like when you watch porn.
You have to really
You
wanna
skip to the
see.
blowjob. You skip to a little fucking. You skip to the cum shot.
Right.
People are gonna watch it. How'd they lock up? Skip
Right.
to the middle. Who's on top a little bit more? How'd the match end?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the highlight kind of.
But
exactly.
we know who won that match.
Yeah.
And that's what's most important. Who was the better grappler that day?
Yeah.
You know, it's not an overtime. It's not a judge decision. It's like
Yeah.
you're going all in.
One
no
person
time
has to
limit,
sub
and
the other.
someone's got to sub the other.
Yeah.
For sure. Look, I said it on the.
I prefer it that way.
I agree.
I mean,
was
I'd
on
rather
the-
every match be that way.
What was the Grappling Central podcast, and they were asking me about like the way Eddie and Gary train.
Mm-hmm.
No, even in training, very rarely does Eddie Cummings ever get his guard passed ever by anyone ever.
Yeah, no.
Gio Martinez passing Eddie's guard to getting to an armbar would have been they could have grappled forever. Him passing his guard to get there would have been very, very slim. Just Eddie's guard it's like from white belt to black belt.
Right.
I can name all 3 matches he's gotten his guard passed, and they were when he was like a blue or purple belt against high level black belts. Like
So in competition, he's had his guard passed 4
he
times.
had it when he was a purple belt doing the trials with 3 years of jiu-jitsu. Wagner passed him at the end of the match, and then Eddie recovered right away, though. He got his 3 and he got back in. Rushed him at a Grappling Industries in an absolute. Passed him. He got the 3. Eddie recovered right away. That actually might be it for guard passing.
Wow.
2.
So you're saying that
Yeah, that's
Gio's starting in Spiderweb in overtime
Maybe he armbars Eddie, maybe he doesn't, for sure. But him actually passing Eddie, he would
to get to the armbar.
Yeah.
No way.
And the other problem is, so you're going to drop back on Eddie's legs. Eddie's style
Right.
for submission only is a fucking nightmare, because to pass him or leg lock him is really, really, really fucking hard.
Right. So the only way to beat Eddie Cummings is some sort of overtime.
I was starting overtime.
Yeah.
But we all knew his arm. I mean, he's working it now, obviously. But his armbar defense then, like when he went in, Tavi texted me, "Fuck." I said, "Yeah." Eddie doesn't really. He doesn't doing the submission, like that kind of stuff. Submission defense position.
Yeah.
He was doing it a little bit.
No,
but
we did a lot for this
But
camp.
it was for this camp, right? For
this camp, we
EBI
did
that
a
he
lot.
pulled out of.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that EBI, we mostly did back. We didn't do too much armbar, and because you're like whatever, you sub everybody in regulation, and you don't really think about it. With Gary Tonin, obviously, is absolutely Gary in training will let you do whatever you want.
Gary lets random people put him in arm bars and just
Heel hooks
in the middle of training.
and if he'll tap too. If it's in, he's like tap, bro. Like he doesn't care. He's just working out and stuff.
Right.
So Gary for those EBI rules, because and Gordon too, they're always comfortable everywhere, and they do very, very well. Eddie wants to grapple for real. He's just like, let's just go until one of us subs the other one, because that's how he's always trained.
Yeah.
He's done well in the EBI rules because he's very good at submitting people. But I wasn't when he went armbar, I was like, fuck.
Or you already knew, huh?
I already knew. We all kind of knew. I was like, maybe he gets out, maybe he doesn't.
Didn't know.
You didn't know?
I didn't know.
We were all like, this
I had faith.
Yeah, he cut so much weight too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look, I mean, it's been 2 years, so whatever. But
Yeah.
I rolled with him that whole week.
He hasn't letting it go though.
What?
It's been 2 years, but he hasn't let it go.
No, I mean, like, we can say like that.
Right.
He got him, Gary, Donaher, and Natavi got very sick in Mexico. Eddie actually weighed in at EBI at 131. He was 4 pounds under. Oh. That's how sick he was. Yeah, he is fucking sick. But even before that, like, he should have never made the cut to 35. I don't know. Like, I fought MMA at 35. Right. I'm a lot smaller than Eddie. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they thought he could make 35. And I rolled with him the day before they left to Mexico. The day before that, I rolled him 3 days that week. And all 3 times I rolled with him, the first day he only subbed me once. The other 2 days he did not sub me when we rolled. He felt weak. He was like beyond tired and just nothing was working. And I said to her, I said, hey, he didn't sub me today. That's not good.
I'm getting pretty fucking good.
Like, no, I was like, that's pretty fucking good. I was like,
I might enter this tournament myself.
Matt was like, put me in EBI.
I was literally thinking like, we need to put somebody else in the 35. Who cut the 35 in like 4 days? Like, this is not good. Because normally when you roll with Eddie, you get tapped a lot. Like, a lot. Because he's a fucking piece of shit. He goes hard.
I roll with him.
And roll with him.
Yeah.
It's
horrible.
It's horrible. Fucking horrible person.
I mean, he taught me a move because he did to me at least a dozen times in our roll.
Yeah.
Now
I still use this day.
Now imagine you train with him.
Brilliant.
And he only taps you once or not at all. In a
I couldn't even
session.
imagine that.
Yeah.
While he's trying.
Why he's trying? No, I couldn't even imagine that.
That's so weird.
Because it's so
already
effortless. He's so effortless at his movement.
So I was already like, and then he won the first match. In the second, third, I was like, okay, he's handled whatever it is. He's handling okay. And then he's sitting and he's starting to die, and he was getting fixed on that heel hook, and I was like, they're stalling to overtime. That was so you guys don't hear it at the EBI. John won. Me and Eddie were having playful banter. We were fucking around. But you don't hear it on the EBI because Kevin Burbage was screaming, one trick. He got one move. One move. That was, people were blaming Boogeyman. They're like, why is Richie Martinez an adult? It wasn't Richie. Richie didn't say anything. Richie was cornering Gio. That was Kevin Burbage who was screaming in the background. That was Kevin. Everybody stopped trolling Richie. He didn't do anything. It was Kevin, the redhead.
I don't know. I just looked up at the corner at one point and said something. I don't know.
But I'm like, John, they're stalling the overtime. Eddie Robb was like, hey, bro, we're not stalling. We are not stalling. How dare you say we're stalling? John, they're fucking stalling. Hey, bro, let's not curse. We're on the fight pass, all right? We're not stalling. I'm like, no, he's really trying to stall.
This is distracting me, by the way, during the match. I look up and I stop grappling for like a good 5 seconds and look at what's going on right now. Just to let you know, this guy's distracting me during my match. You're supposed to be cornering me, helping me, and you're distracting me.
I'm supposed to let Eddie Bravo yell at you?
I got one corner. I got one corner distracting me, and then I got my own corner distracting me.
I was not going to let Eddie one-hand us.
Yeah.
There's distractions.
That's hilarious, dude.
And Danny Prokopos yelling from the audience. Rose Gracie yelled at him. That was funny.
What was he yelling?
I don't know. He was during the rules meeting, or after the rules, she's like, can everybody come here? He's like, so we can suck each other's dicks? And she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I never met Danny before, but I immediately I was like, oh, he's that guy.
Yeah, he's that guy. 100% he's that guy.
Right. I like Danny. He was cool.
Whatever. Like don't do that. This kid's like, why?
Danny was funny.
Like, why? She's trying to run a tournament. There's 16 guys, most of them high school dropouts. Like, they got to get them to herd it together.
Right.
It's not true. Stop it.
So is there beef between Henzos and 10th Planet, or
Is there beef between the Red Sox and the Yankees?
I guess, but I mean, so who kicks it off mostly? Would you say? Because you guys are like, you guys joke around. Obviously, you guys fuck around with each other a lot.
Yeah.
So that's just your personalities in general. But do they take that the wrong way?
I don't know. I wasn't there, but apparently some people told John they like him. He's not the one that they have a problem with that's causing problems.
I try to stay away from the drama.
Oh, they like you. They hate
Usually he causes the issues.
Well, there. I saw some posts from Gordon about Nikki fighting Gio for like 20 grand or something.
Yeah.
They're pulling money together. What
20
is that?
grand and a Bitcoin.
Is that what it was?
Whatever the fuck that is.
I don't know what a Bitcoin is, but
Of course you don't.
I'm sure it's worth a lot of money.
It is.
Yeah, I think they're going to do that at some point, I guess.
Are they going to do it? I mean,
I guess. I
don't know. Gio didn't want to do it, and then look, bro. They're off. Like if Gio, look, I understand Nikki's a kid and Gio's more accomplished, but bro, they're gonna pay you like $30,000. Take the fucking match.
yeah,
$30,000.
Win or lose, right?
Right.
Doesn't matter.
I guess I don't know how they work that out, but they're paying you money. Just fuck it, right?
But Nikki can't fight in EBI, or he's never got invited, or
They
You have to
won't-
be an adult now.
Yeah,
Oh, is that what, 18 or older?
You can't,
UFC.
you can't be on Fight
UFC's
Pass.
there.
Ever since that one incident where the
Where
little girl got
the
her
little
leg
girl
broken in
broke
half.
the other little girl's leg.
Yeah, she
That
broke
I'm
her off,
glad
yeah.
they got rid of those fucking side matches. Those
Yeah.
were annoying.
Those were-
Yeah.
but-
The tournament is already 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's long.
And we do podcast companions for it, so it's just we're just like, like 2.5 hours on
you
air.
You guys are like 2 hours ahead. We're 3 hours ahead. And when Gordon won the absolute, and Gary did the 205, they do it on Sunday night. I'm up 5 a.m. for work the next day because I have to be in high school. So
Yeah.
I just go to sleep. Like I'll text Gordon the next morning, "Hey man, did you win?" "Yeah, nice, good job." Like
Right.
I can't stay up to fucking 2 a.m. to watch jiu-jitsu.
Right,
Like,
right.
We're gonna do a 7-hour.
What do you
show.
do in high school?
I have a teaching
He's a
license. but I'm
substitute
subbing.
teacher.
Substitute teacher.
Yeah. I have my actual license is in music. With subbing, you get whatever they give you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible. I don't know how
Well,
they
I
allow
didn't-
him to
I
teach
didn't get the
children.
job. See,
I
in
was
high
gonna
school,
ask
when I
the same
first-
That is
question.
just a
How the-
terrible thing.
When I got-
this is why there's kids like me who dropped out of high school
Okay.
and are uneducated in New York.
And
so
who
he
can't fill
knows.
out paperwork.
And I can't fill out a W-9.
Don't blame me because
Well,
you were
again.
dropped on your fucking head as a kid. I got my license. When I got my license, New York wasn't hiring new teachers, so there was a freeze. So I got my sub license so I could start subbing.
Okay.
And then like 4 years later, they started having like full-time jobs. But like I skipped, like I didn't go to work today to fly here, or if guys are in camp, I'll take off and go do stuff with them. So it's just with my schedule, there's no way I could work full-time. But I've had a math class for 3 months where I had to put grades on the report card, parent teacher night and all that.
They let him play teacher for a little bit.
Yeah. My mom is retiring this year. She has like the office because she's a teacher. So like I don't have a desk and stuff, but I have her office. The kids will come in, look for me. "Hey, is Mr. Kaplan in? I need some help with my algebra." Like, yeah, sure. I'll come in free period. What are you doing?
Yeah. What do you wear as a substitute teacher?
Oh,
Like,
it's
what's
horrible.
the protocol?
Long sleeve dress shirt.
Right, because you can't show the
I
sleeves.
can. That doesn't matter. When I worked with the elementary school with the little kids,
Uh-huh.
that was an issue because he has the machine gun.
Yeah.
And like the skulls. But no, I can. I just don't because.
Let's not go down like a whole political road here, but guns, teachers packing heat in school. What do you think?
I just had this conversation on the way here. So here's why it'll never work. They have to get a permit.
Would you like to see it? Though?
Absolutely not. They have to get a permit for the teachers.
Okay.
So getting a permit in a place like New York City to carry is almost impossible.
Right.
Which means teachers would probably need 2 more years of school. Which means the job has to start $10,000, $12,000 more a year starting because you're requiring 2 more years of school. Who the fuck's going to pay for that or take that job? Then the training, like the gun training and all that, and it's just like they won't. People go into a shooting. Maybe the cop shoots the kid, maybe he doesn't. You expect someone that knows a kid for 2, 3, 4 years to shoot a kid they know because they have a gun, even if they're harming other people? Yeah. On top of that, even if they all have guns, it takes a special kind of person to kill.
Not every
another
teacher.
person.
Just like the teachers that would say like, "Hey, I already own guns." or,
No one in New
"I
York
already-"
City owns a gun like that.
Nobody owns guns in New York City?
No, it's very rare.
It's impossible.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
impossible.
rare thing.
And that's like the biggest board of ed. It's impossible. But even
Yeah.
if they did, a kid gets your gun. What, that idiot teacher in Utah shot himself in the foot, right? His gun went off while he was teaching because in Utah you can carry. So you have to do all this. And they're like, they were like, let's get the veterans in. Okay, let me ask you a question. Any of my cop friends who were veterans, Marines, Army, Navy, whatever, will tell you veterans usually make the worst cops because the training is completely different and they can't always turn it off and switch the training. Because when you deal with civilians in Iraq, it's different than dealing with civilians here in your home country. So you have to reprogram and train them. Again, taxes, who's paying for that? Then, let me ask you a question. Little Timmy's shooting school up. So our veteran with the M16, he's just going to open fire on him while he's standing around 20 other kids and hope not to shoot 20 kids standing by. Like, these people watch movies and play video games.
Yeah.
You don't just walk in and start shooting people.
Right.
And let's say all the teachers have a gun. Cops are told there's a shooter in the building. What's he look like? Okay, it's an adult. Question, which adult?
Right.
One of the teachers with the gun? Or what? Like, how would you eat this?
Right.
Security agents with guns? Okay, now you're requiring security agents they need a carry permit, which basically means they have to take full NYPD, because I'm in New York, NYPD courses. So who would do everything you have to do to be a cop, and they get paid less than work in a school when you might as well just be a cop at that point? Better benefits, better work.
I think
point.
I
Good
think
point.
where it's going to go, and probably not yet. It's not. I don't think we're there technology wise, but we watch futuristic movies and stuff that's happened, like the one with with the where you can see the future. What's that one with Tom Cruise?
Minority Report.
Minority Report. Okay.
I watch a lot of TV.
So Minority Report, where everywhere you go, there's a camera. Everything's getting scanned. Your eyes are getting scanned. Everything's getting scanned.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
That's a lot of TV.
So I'm thinking that, in the future, we're going to know where a person is with a gun in the proximity of a school because of the outer perimeter being able to scan for guns or whatever it is.
I work at Murrow High School, Edward Murrow High School in Brooklyn. It's one of the few high schools in the entire Murrow.
Yeah. Shout out to Murrow.
I work at one of the few high schools in the entire country that does not have metal detectors. And the city once a year will come in and do a random thing where they're like they test and they set the metal detectors up and the kids walk in.
Yeah.
And maybe one kid will have a pocket knife or it's never been an issue where they had to have metal detectors. The school's been open since 60 whatever. Never been an issue. There's never been a school shooting. In fact, the one time there was a serious incident, it was like in the 90s, a kid stabbed another kid with a pencil. Wouldn't have been, would have went in. So, no metal detectors. It was an art school earlier. Now it's just like another high school because they made all the changes.
Not the schools I went to.
Yeah, there's no and school Madison High School, which is over there, has metal detectors. The kids go on the first floor. They open the fucking window. They push the thing in. The kids push the weapons through there.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even go through the metal detectors.
Right.
At Lafayette, when Lafayette was still open, one of the teachers said kids would walk in, they'd go into the basement. The basement window was slightly above ground. They would fucking dump it into the kid in the bathroom in the basement, catching guns coming in. So, metal detectors isn't going to matter. And putting an armed guard at the front of the school, if I want to shoot the school up and I know there's an armed guard in the front of the school, guess who I'm going to shoot first? Come on. That's not...
Yeah, I mean, do you have a suggestion? What do you think?
There's not... They blow the number up about school shootings.
Right.
It's not as many as everyone says. We know that. There's nothing you can do.
There's 18 so far this year.
No, there was another article that came out that said that's not true. It was exaggerated because what they consider a school shooting isn't. When you think school shooting, you think like someone went in, but some of them that were in it weren't like that. It was like it was an incident. I didn't really.
Gotcha.
I didn't care because I was like, who knows if it's even fucking true.
Right.
Let's say there's 100 school shootings already this year.
Okay.
You cannot deter crazy people from doing crazy things. If we banned all guns and a crazy person wanted to hurt you, right? In China, they just had the guy stab 18 people, right? So we need to do a better job of gun control. And that doesn't mean we're going to take your guns. It means that someone who had the police called on them 40 times, even for small incidences, and then was reported by the school when he went there, and by the FBI, was all this shit.
Right.
Shouldn't be allowed to have a gun.
Yeah.
If I get arrested for spray painting over, I think, $600 worth of damage, it is an E-class felony. I can never own a gun. I can't vote. If I get locked up in a nut house, that's not a felony. I can still own a gun afterwards as long as they say I'm sane. Yeah. Maybe if someone's been put in a fucking psych ward, maybe they shouldn't be allowed to own a gun.
Maybe if you're on antidepressants, maybe if you're on any type of medication like that, what's the point? What's the point of having
if you're legally prescribed marijuana, you cannot have a gun license in this country.
Really?
Yeah. That's why Amy wouldn't go on weed. If you are licensed legally for marijuana in a state where it's legal, you give up your right to own a gun. You cannot own a gun. I can have
conceal and carry
Everclear in my fridge and drink fucking baking soda with it and mix it with vodka, whatever I want. That's totally cool. You can own a gun.
Exactly.
But if you so
weird.
I can take tons of Xanax. I can have prescriptions for Xanax because I know someone that was prescribed Xanax and sleeping pills. She has 5 guns. Yeah. That's okay.
It doesn't make any sense to me. It's just like, what's the point? What are you doing? It seems so logical. Like, oh, you're on antidepressants. Let's take your guns. You don't probably don't.
So you may kill yourself.
You probably don't need.
We'll give you some more ammo.
Right. It's so weird. It seems so logical, but yet we can't get to that point where it's like, let's just do that. Let's just try that.
Well, it's different state by state anyway.
It is different. Maybe we're too large. 350 million people in the United States. Too many. How are you going to do it?
It's like 320 with immigration and everything else.
Is it 320?
It's over 3, yeah. It's like 315, 320. It's fucking crazy.
What are you guys going to be teaching at the seminar tomorrow?
Cool shit.
Cool shit?
Cool shit.
Where I could tell you exactly where it's teaching. I have to look it up. Close guard arm bars, close guard triangle.
Yeah.
We're gonna basically we're gonna teach everything Rickson Gracie teaches at his seminar.
Oh, really?
We're gonna get $10,000. We're gonna show some really.
Does everyone have to wear a white gi?
That's not a thing.
Sungas.
That's actually
Everybody's wearing a sunga.
That's actually not true because I knew a chick who was covering the Rickson Gracie tournament upstate, and she didn't have a gi at all. She wore her no gi stuff. They said, "Don't worry about it. It wasn't a problem." And I'm not going to say Blanca's name that works and takes pictures for the EBI. She didn't like that for some reason, and she tried to get her fired and reported her was making a stink. And then like this girl had to ask her to stop, and she said she wasn't doing it, and like going on and on. That's the only reason I remember this. And he didn't care. He was like, "Yeah, whatever." She did the seminar in fucking short spats in her ass guard.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
Rickson Gracie.
Coral belt.
Coral belt.
Carl Bell.
Not red belt.
So you're not going to tell us? What are we going over? Heel hooks and shit like that?
What are we doing? Yeah, it's some Imanari rolls, some reverse daily Hiva,
Leg
some
locks and
fly.
stuff.
Yeah.
They go over a couple things from EBI.
That's
You
good.
know,
Yeah.
keep it fresh.
We're gonna talk. We'll explain that it's totally normal to completely cry and break down before a match.
Yeah, yeah, that happened.
Was that you?
Yeah.
Nice. Which match?
Every match.
Every match?
Come on.
You cried?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Were you just emotional about
Emotional.
just being there? And
No, I
the
was
event,
scared.
or you're scared? Come on. You fight so much, though.
I know. Scared of what?
Matt,
Everything.
Nobody.
Everything.
He really scares me.
And what do you do, corner man?
He just sits there, calls me a pussy. And
Right. That's
I'm
the
like,
perfect.
bro, did you see his last match? He died on the stage. He's exhausted.
right.
Yeah.
He really scares me though.
All right, relax. It wasn't that bad. Relax.
Yeah?
Relax.
John,
It
you're a
wasn't-
sensitive guy, John.
I am.
That's all right.
To be
That's
fair,
okay.
the first
Makes
time,
you a good fighter.
To be fair, the first time he had a match with the guy cracked his foot in half. So,
Did he really?
Jason Hayden, the first time he had a match with Jason cracked his foot in half.
Yeah, both my feet.
Did you tap?
No.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I was like, "You'll be all right, bro." I said, "Look, Jay looks tired." Bro, he broke my fucking foot.
To be fair,
broke my fucking
to be fair, Josh broke Eddie's foot in half with the same exact
Jason
move.
Hayden's older brother broke Eddie Cummings' foot in a match they had years earlier. Eddie showed up at Tavi was so mad. Eddie showed up at some random tournament where Gary had a match with Josh Hayden that day. It was an absolute. Josh is probably like 180, 200 pounds. Eddie was like 150, cutting to something, 155, whatever. And he goes, "No, I'll have a match with him too. He's supposed to be a good leg locker." Eddie, we're in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, and you want to have a match with somebody 60 pounds heavier than you. Shut the fuck up. No, I'm going to do it. Eddie goes in, and Eddie gets caught in like this weird lock, and his foot like cracks. He couldn't really walk for like 3 weeks. He didn't tap. Like he let it crackle, and then he counted, and he leg locked Josh, but
Damn. Fucking gangster.
like his foot was like...
He said he wanted to roll out of the gymnasium because he didn't want anybody to see that he actually he didn't want to stand up.
So the piece of shit I am, I'm like, "Oh man, so this grip, we're gonna call it the Cummings stopper since it stops you from." And he goes, "I'll fucking kill you." I said, "Yeah, we'll roll every day. I don't give a fuck." And it got to the point where he's like, when you get this Cummings stop, this what did you call it? The
Cable cutter.
This cable cutter grip. Yeah, Eddie, the what grip? Again, so he says it now.
Oh, that's funny. Cable guy.
Yeah, that looked like.
But with Gordon, like Gordon's like gi, like everything's gi.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Right
So
now,
from
it's
what
just
I understand,
every day he's training.
So is he looking like? To
But he has this
fight in
fucking
the
super
worlds?
fight with Vinny and no gi.
Right.
No, Gordon said he wants to do a full year of gi training, and
Yeah.
then he'll start competing in the gi.
But he's gonna do IPJJF or just super fight
at some point,
Yeah, I mean, then what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
IBJJF?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna do super
who's
fights. I don't
paying
know.
for fucking gi super fights.
That's I don't know.
Fight to win.
I don't know either.
Fight to win, maybe.
Yeah, but he can't do fight to win. He's signed with ACB.
That's right.
Oh.
Well, they're doing it.
They have gi, but they don't
They
have.
do
They don't
gi
have super fight.
tournaments
That's
for,
tournaments.
like-
Yeah, it's
yeah.
tournaments. I'm pretty sure he can do worlds and pans if even under ACB, and he can do ADCC. But that's probably it.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna.
I mean, is it Felipe Pena is like someone he wants to go against? Wants to get that one back or what?
You mean those two back?
That's two
Those
back.
two
yeah.
back.
It's two.
I don't know if he wants to do that in the gi.
Not
though.
in the
Not in
gi
the gi,
yet.
no,
No, he needs.
no.
Bro, if he lost to him no gi, where he's strongest,
Yeah.
in the gi, that's a terrible idea. He needs he's come on, he's a good solid year training in the gi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least a good solid year training in the gi. I'm sure the next time he sees Keenan, he'll roll with it because they've rolled a few times. I'm sure the next
Yeah.
time he sees Keenan, he'll roll with him in the gi and he'll see how his progress has gone in the last
Right.
like year.
Yeah.
But he has a super fight with Vinny Magalesh in no gi.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's doing with that. I don't know if he's doing gi super fights with ACB or whatever. Maybe he's just doing no gi. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't ask those questions.
Probably.
Did they fight already or no? They never.
No, Vinny pulled out of.
That's right.
Combat.
No, I'm
shits.
sorry.
They were in
Gordon pulled out of the 205, and Gary got Vinny because fucking AJ fucking headbutted Gordon.
That's right.
Rocket scientist.
Busted his eye.
And then got thrown out of Henzo's and is banned from Henzo's.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, he's not allowed.
That situation.
Who tossed him?
The second
Who
you
kicked
saw
him out?
AJ talking a ton of shit to Gary and Gordon, how he'll fuck them up in training, was like the day after he got thrown out. He knew he would never see them. Because
gotcha.
I was there when Jake Shields was there, and AJ fucking left after Polaris. AJ did. I was there. AJ did the gi comp.
Okay.
And I'm talking to Jake, and I said, "Bro, AJ's here." He's like, "Yeah." AJ comes out of the locker room with his gear. Jake goes, "AJ, over here. Let's get some training in." And then AJ goes back in, gets his shit, and leaves the fucking gym.
Get the fuck out
Yeah,
of
it was
here.
like 2 years ago. It was like a month or so after they had, when Jake first started coming, it was like a month or so after they had the match.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm curious how they trained at Rogers. Jake fucking hates him. That's not real. It's 100% real. Gary fucking hates him. That's 100% real.
Oh, it is real.
100%. Gary, if you said, Gary, you want to fight AJ tomorrow outside, he'd be like, where?
Well, I mean,
He put a gi on. He had a gi match with. He hates AJ so much. On 24 hours notice, he borrowed a gi and competed against him in the gi. Not training in a gi in like 3 years, really. You know what I mean?
fucked his knee up pretty good too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he pulled out of EBI because of that.
Yeah.
Anything else he says is a fucking lie. He pulled out of EBI because of an injury.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when Craig Jones just beat Jake Shields, AJ runs out onto the stage and grabs the belt to put around Craig
he
Jones'
really?
And
waist.
Jake
Yeah.
tried to smack him.
Right.
You understand? Jake is like the nicest guy in the world, but
Yeah.
he will fucking punch you in the face if you annoy him.
Why does AJ keep fucking
Because like
digging at him like that?
he's like it's like bad. Like I did pro wrestling for 4.5 years.
Right, you get it.
No, he's very bad at being. He's not a good.
He's
heel.
not even a good heel, right?
He's just annoying. Like it's just annoying. Like if you're gonna do that, at least be funny. He's not funny, and he loses. Like how do you lose to Jake and then fucking talk shit?
Right.
How do you get choked out by Nathan Orchard and then say, "Well, it didn't count. I didn't even see it." Like, bro, like just.
Yeah,
You
the
control
grocery
and fuck
bagger.
around, but when you lose, like I lost, bro, good job. And just shake his fucking hand, you lost.
Right.
They're trying to get mad a match with AJ.
Yeah.
And I was going to start a GoFundMe page.
Shot was like, "You want to do it?" Blah 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 blah. And
I'll
like,
fund that page, dude.
AJ
I
was
was
like,
trying to get mad at
AJ
match
wanted
with
like fucking
AJ.
$25,000.
No. He
20,000?
wanted like 10 grand.
No, it was more. It was more.
No, it was
totally
10.
more. Was it?
It was 10.
No, and then they tried to get him
Can
down
we
to
get
5.
AJ
Yeah, it
on the
was
phone
10.
right now?
Was it 10? It was 10?
I think if we asked AJ right now, he might say like
Ask
5.
AJ.
No, they asked him for 5, and then it was a whole thing. And now they're trying to get it with him, and I'm like, bro, AJ's not gonna take a match with you.
Cash, bro. No
AJ is not-
W9.
He doesn't need the money. He owns fucking Flow Grappling and part of Fight to Win.
You don't
Who does?
know that.
Yes, I do. Okay, you be quiet. So I'll fucking spill because I could give a fuck. Flow Grappling was started whenever the fuck it was started.
Okay.
And AJ had a hand in it. That's why the first IBJJF tournaments, he was doing the commentary. That's him doing the high pitched voice like that's fucking AJ. It's fucking AJ.
Okay.
Because he came in at Black Rob at Henzo's, right? I'm not being racist. His name Black Rob. Black Rob says
This is
to
real
fucking.
name.
He goes to AJ and he comes in. He goes, "Hey man, what's up with the fucking commentary on IBJJF? It's so fucking stupid." "No, bro, that was me. That's my commentator voice." And Rob was like, "Oh yeah, I know, I do. I was just fucking with you." So okay, AJ owns a part of Flow. How much of it he owns, I don't fucking know. But he owns a part of it, like a good part of it.
Good for AJ.
AJ owns a part.
Good for AJ.
AJ has Flow Grappling owns a part of Fight to Win, whoever that is, and AJ has a stock in that too. It's a whole fucking thing. Why do you think they keep using him? AJ sued Fight to Win, and they still use him. AJ lost most of his matches on Fight to Win, and they still use him. Why?
People like to watch AJ.
No, they don't.
People want to see him lose for sure.
No, but it's
I
not.
could care less if I ever saw him compete again.
I
It's
agree.
not exciting.
No, he's not.
No, he's
fucking-
not. It's the same thing too, and I'm pretty. Bro, his whole fucking the bullshit he did at Polaris was fake with what's his name, Daniel Strauss. It doesn't fucking work.
Yeah,
they're good friends. That was all fake. The push, the build up. They're good friends.
I don't get it.
They're good friends.
He
It's just like, so
kind
what
of
the fuck?
wrestles. He wrestles. That's.
I mean,
That's
he
it.
fought,
He's hard to submit, and he
Benson
wrestles.
Henderson.
Yo, Ben threw him off the stage.
Ben
twice.
fucking
awesome.
speared him
Bro,
off the stage.
Ben's come to Henzo's. Ben is not a bad grappler.
Yeah.
Ben is a better grappler than AJ. Like in the wrestling for sure.
Yeah.
But like Ben has good submissions.
Yeah.
In MMA at the highest level, He does well with submission offense and defense. And he's done IBJJ after the gi. He's done ADCC. Ben is a very good grappler.
Yeah.
So that didn't surprise me that he did what he
No,
did.
me either.
He's bigger and stronger on top of that. So it
Yeah.
didn't shock me.
Yeah.
I don't know why people thought if Ben beat him in the gi and he specializes in no gi, what do you think was going to happen when he was doing what he's best at?
Right.
But yeah, he owns a percentage of that. So he makes a lot of money.
So
He
what's up?
owns a company too. He owns one of the jiu-jitsu pals. He owns two. Someone was telling me. I was like, yeah, I can't think of which one it was. It is, but he's doing fine, bro.
Yeah,
doing
he
fine.
seems like he's doing okay.
You gonna
He's
fight
doing
him, Matt?
alright.
You gonna fight him?
I think
The match
that
with him's not
done?
gonna happen either.
I'm
Are
gonna
you
start a
retired, bro?
GoFundMe.
I haven't had a match in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Matt's retired.
You're beat up from like
Everything.
wrestling, right?
From like everything.
Yeah.
From like everything. From the MMA sparring, from the no-gi, from the pro wrestling, from fucking everything.
Yeah.
That's from barbed wire. Pro
What?
wrestling.
I love it.
From pro wrestling?
Yeah.
So take
I
us
love
to his
it.
pro wrestling career.
Like 18 to 22.
Wow.
18 to 23. Yeah. WWE Hall of Famer Johnny Rods. I was there for a while. He trained like the Dudley Boys and Taz and them. That's why none of this shit bothers me. Like these guys get all butthurt. Like, okay, I'll tell you a story.
Okay.
I'm sitting in the gym with John Danaher, and AJ comes in. This is before he got banned. I never met AJ before. I know who he was. And he's like, hey, Matt Kaplan. I'm like, how the fuck does he know my name? I'm like, what's up, AJ? My Flow Grappling username is I hate AJ, by the way. Howell from Flow thought I was joking. I said, bro, I'll screenshot you my fucking login. But anyway, he comes over and he goes, hey, man, I don't appreciate your memes on the internet. What the fuck are you talking about? I heard you're the one that made fun of me for getting kicked off the stage. No. Jeff Chu, someone told me that you're the one that's making those pictures. I said, bro, like when I make fun of like Gary, Gordon, and Eddie, like I put it on my page under my name and go, hey, look, Eddie, go fuck yourself. Like I break the balls. Like,
Right.
I said, AJ, if I was gonna make fun of you, I'd be like, look, AJ, I'd make fun of you.
Right.
Oh, well, just everyone's making fun of me because I got kicked. This is when he got kicked off by Wagner.
Right.
Kicked off the stage. My mom was there, and my kids, and my
He doesn't
kid's
have
mother.
kids.
And he said my kid's mother, and da-da-da. And John Danaher's like, oh, it's a shame. I said, AJ, not for nothing, but if somebody like kicked me off a stage in front of like my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my kid, and there were still like 9 minutes and 58 seconds left in the match, probably wouldn't sit guard afterwards. Just like,
Right,
but like
right.
he was like openly crying,
Right.
and like I was just looking at him, and he walked away, and John was like, it's really weird. Like he's so fake. Like he's a very insecure guy.
Strange dude.
But like,
huh?
if he was like that in professional wrestling, he'd get run the fuck out. Like, you think Gary and Gordon troll, bro? You have no idea. They think, bro, like guys will shit in someone's fucking bag and like leave their gear in the back. Like, you have no idea.
Really?
You have no idea what goes on. Like, so like for me, when they do this, I'm just like when Marvin Castell was talking all kinds of shit to him and me on the internet, I saw him, bro, at the fucking GGL, and I was like, I looked right at him. I smiled at him. I said, hi, Marvin. He looked down at the floor, like, because look. It was the same thing too with somebody else had a problem with me and I ran into a jiu-jitsu tournament. He thought we'd never meet. One of two things is going to happen. We're going to fight or we're not going to fight. That's it. Like, that's it. Like, you're going to talk about me on the internet? Oh, hey, have fun. Have fun. Have fun. Fun.
Do you think a lot of people like just get so used to talking shit on like Instagram, and then when they see you in person, they have no idea how to react? Like keyboard warriors, there's
so many of them.
and
bro.
there's
Like,
like they're so awkward to be like around real people. Like,
but it doesn't matter. Right? Like, let's say somebody I didn't ran up to me and punched me in the face. I'm not going to like stop making fun of you. Like,
Right.
you punch me, fuck. Like, bro. I heckled poor AJ too at Kasai.
You did. He's screaming from the stands at Kasai, AJ, you suck!
It got real quiet.
It's real quiet.
It's
real quiet. All
Gary,
you
and he
hear
kept
is
backing
him.
up, and he's just crying. AJ, you suck! Ha ha ha! The whole place set up. Fucking Munch is having his match with him, and they're in like 50-50 or whatever it was. And AJ's like the worst heel hook I've ever seen. And I go, Munch, you're fine, bro. He doesn't know what he's doing. And Munch looks up. He doesn't know who's talking. Munch looks up. I know.
during the match.
Yeah, and Munchie comes up to me afterwards. He goes, "Man, Eddie was making fun of AJ. It was crazy." I said, "Munch, that was me." He goes, "Oh man, that's fucking awesome."
Oh my god,
That's funny.
Munch is fucking really good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sad that he lost to
Canuto?
No, Lepre. He lost to Lepre in the second round of ADCC. It was like he got a negative off a guard sit or something, like off a weird scramble. That's a shame.
ADCC, that's a tough. Are you looking to do ADCC?
Yeah. I'm going to be doing the trials.
He didn't do
Well,
ADCC
yeah.
last time because Eddie was doing it,
Yeah.
and then Eddie didn't go.
But Nikki did ADCC, right?
Yes.
Nikki and Ethan.
Yeah. Nikki and Ethan did it. Yeah.
Ethan won the trials, and somebody pulled out like the day before. And Nikki happened to be in Finland. They're like, "You want to do it?"
Yeah.
See, ADCC is cool because they do the matches you want to see. Dylan had beef with Gary first round.
Yeah.
Dylan had beef with Gordon first round.
Yeah.
AJ doesn't like Nikki. Nikki doesn't like AJ first round. Like so,
Right.
like they give you the.
Right.
It's better that way. It's because why fucking. That's what I don't like about EBI. Like people want to see Eddie and Gio. Put them in the first match.
Yeah.
Like why get
Don't-
them when they're
don't-
both tired
Right,
and
right.
what if he loses or he loses?
Exactly, right.
Just make sure it happens first round.
Just make sure that
Exactly.
because it could.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could do it easily. That.
Whether your guy fucking loses in the first round or in the finals,
It's
if you
not
don't
like
win,
they
you
were
don't win.
playing seeds though, so they might as well.
No, they were. I would say Eddie and Gio were 1 and 2 seeds, so that's why they probably put them opposite
I don't
sides.
know. All the other matches were like all over the place.
Yeah, I don't see how Junie would have been a 3rd seed or how. Well, no, they would have been Junie as the 16th seed.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
No, yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess he was the lowest ranked. He was the only
No.
person not a black belt besides Davila and Battle, but they had been there before.
I don't know.
So maybe that was the logic.
Because Eddie does all the.
Would have been like 1 and
brackets.
16. So
Yeah.
I guess
I guess.
I could see why they would see Junie at 16. I wouldn't on skill because he was
Yeah.
better than a lot of the guys there. But I guess
Yeah,
because
no,
he
Junie's
wasn't a
significantly
black
better.
belt, that's why. But then that would mean seed 3 was Mike Davila, but that wouldn't make sense because then there were a ton of black belts. So like if we're doing it just by belt, how did he get 3rd seed?
I don't know.
So yeah, I feel like they put the top 2 guys opposite and then they kind of just figure it out.
Throw the rest up.
They just figure the fuck out. Like, it's what he needs.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to. I mean, see that. I'd rather see that match first. Why would I want
Yeah.
to be them all tired?
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, for sure. Then we get
Or the possibility of them losing before. getting
Right,
that.
right. They're thinking of a marketing.
Well, that happened every time, though.
Yeah.
Every time the other featherweights that Eddie and Gio were in, like they met at the bantamweight, but the 2 featherweights that they were both in,
Yeah. That's why there
Gio
was so
lost
much.
to Joe
yeah.
Soto and Bill Cooper in the
Yeah.
semis. So we didn't get the fucking match we wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, why can't they?
Then
do this?
grappling industries, they backed out of both grappling industry.
Yeah,
ones,
Gio had staff the first time, and
was
then
Gracie
Eddie
Worlds or
pulled out
something?
of the other one,
Yeah.
and then no, they were supposed to have a grappling industries where Gio pulled out. And
Didn't he cut his foot
On Coral.
On Coral, something like that. No.
Anyway.
That's the story on the street, anyway.
They were in Thailand, is all I'm gonna say.
Right, yeah.
No, but he pulled out, and then they had the Gracie Nationals were supposed to have one. He pulled out.
Yes, yeah.
And then Eddie pulled out of the other grappling industries, and like they were supposed to have a match like 9 times. Like between the EBIs and everything else, they were supposed to have like 19 matches, and it happened once.
Right.
So it's just they were in the same ADCC bracket too, and they were on opposite sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Eddie lost to Tanquino and Gio lost to no Tanquino actually. Well, but who did he lose to before that for the match for the Polemiao or Cobrinha?
Was it
It might have been Paul. It might have been
Paulo? Was,
Jiao, not Polemiao. Sorry.
was Jiao? Did Jiao do ADCC in 2015?
Who did? No, Bruno Fasada. Sorry,
Fasada,
Right,
yeah.
right, right.
That's
were on
why they
opposite
did the
sides.
rematch at the
yes,
trials.
Yes. It was opposite sides. Even on that, they were on opposite sides. Gio lost to Fasada and Eddie lost to Tanquino. So even that was. They're never on the same side of brackets.
Right.
And for every reason, super fights just don't happen.
Yeah.
It's the same with Ryan Hall and Rafa Mendes. Anytime they never had a no-gi match with heel hooks. And I was always curious how Mendes would handle Ryan Hall's 50-50 guard just to see what he did. And the 2 times they were in ADCC, Ryan and him were on opposite sides. Ryan lost to Hobson Mora.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who he lost to the other year. So they just never had a match. And anytime they met, it was just they met in the gi a bunch. But I always wanted to see what heel hooks what would happen.
Hobson's real good.
Hobson Mora.
Yeah. Man, they're all fucking beasts.
Yeah.
Cobrinha, Jesus.
Yeah.
He's older too now. He's like 38, right?
Yeah.
38,
Yeah, dude.
39.
That's the tournament to get into.
JT Torres, all those, man.
I won money on Torres.
Did you?
Yes, Gary. I said, Gary, look, your betting odds sucked, and JT's betting odds were like 7-1. Put $100 down, $700 later.
You made $700 off JT.
And I made $800 off Gordon Ryan winning ADCC. And I would have had more money on Gordon because I had money on Eddie, and Eddie pulled out and had some extra money. And Oliver Taza says, "It's my year, fam. Put the money on me." Taza, you owe me $50 fucking dollars. You fuck. Because $50 on Gordon would have got me another $800.
Oh, wow.
No
Because
shit.
his odds were like 16-1.
Oh, Were they really?
Yes.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know quite a few people who I said, that's the betting website that put money on Gordon and made money off Gordon.
Wow.
Wow.
Ethan's odds too are like 20 to 1. I put like $50 on Ethan. I said, fuck it, because if he wins, that's fucking, yeah, it's like $1,000.
Right.
Jeez.
So you think the betting website put Gordon at 16 to 1 and then put a bunch of money on him?
No, Gordon. No, I was fine with that though, because look who was in his division. Rustam, who is a bronze medalist. Keenan, who's a silver medalist. Hamalo, who's a gold medalist, silver medalist. Like Shande, who is a 95-time ADCC vet, world's vet. And Shande has more wins over. Who did he? Was it over Roger? Yeah, Roger is, yeah. Shande has like 3 wins over Roger. Roger's beaten Shande more than Shande beat Roger. Roger submitted Shande multiple times, but Shande has 3 wins or 2 wins over him by points. He has more wins over Roger than anybody else.
Right.
Shande, gi or no gi, is very strong. And that was Gordon's toughest match too. I told him, I said, bro, Shande's going to give you the most work. I don't think Gordon really knew who he was. And then after the match, he goes,
So interesting.
right? He knew who everybody, he knew, this guy, I said, Shande's going to be tough to match. And Gary too. Gary was like, I don't know about that. I said, I've seen like every one of his matches.
Yeah.
He's tough to take down. He's tough to sweep. He's tough to submit. You'll see, bro. Shande's fucking good. And that was Gordon's toughest match. He didn't score points with Dylan, but he was shoving him out of bounds, moving around.
Right.
Shande's, I was okay with him getting the decision with Shande, but it was significantly closer than with Dylan. Like with Dylan, I'm like, Gordon won. But with Shande, it was close. And he said, that was like my toughest match. Shande is fucking, he's 40 now. He's not in his prime.
Right.
And he's still a fucking savage.
Yeah.
Armbarred Rustam.
Yeah.
Yeah. From guard.
I thought Rustam was gonna fucking
Guard. No gi.
Yeah, that's
Belly
fucking.
down armbar from guard. No gi.
It's gangster.
He must have gone to that Hickson Gracie seminar.
Yeah.
Good for Hickson. I if someone paid me $10,000 for a seminar, I don't know. What would I show, right?
What would you show? Yeah.
My friend went to a Hickson seminar, and I'm not going to say his name because it'll get him in trouble. But it's like closed guard armbar, closed guard triangle. Kimura from closed guard. Kimura to hip bump sweep. And if they're advanced and can handle the advanced jiu-jitsu, omoplata. But he said, bro,
that's your basics, right? It's your
but he
meat
said,
and potatoes.
no, it is. And he said, bro, I'll tell you the fucking details he has on his
Yeah.
closed guard armbar and his closed. He goes, you learn really how to do an armbar, how to really do a triangle.
It's true because I went to LCCT and I trained with Luis Claudio out there, and he did that close, and it's no joke.
He has a name for it.
I feel like you'll really learn a lot just from going to that seminar. Yeah, it's like super basic stuff you learn in day one.
Look, if you're going to do jiu-jitsu, closed guard's kind of dead. Like, I'm fine with that. But if you're going to do MMA and you don't have a closed guard, you're going to get fucking beat up really badly when you get put on your back. 100%.
Yeah. Right.
And if you fuck up in MMA, you eat elbows.
Did you guys fuck around with rubber guard at all?
I do a little bit. I like it. Yeah.
One of my fights, I only use
Daisuke.
rubber guard. Yeah, our coach Daisuke
uses
does
a lot
rubber
of
guard.
rubber
He uses rubber guard.
Yeah.
He's been using it forever. Like, he's been using it since before. Dice has been training since like 97.
Mm-hmm.
He started using it before 10th Planet was a thing because he watched, what's his name? Elvis Sinisic. Not Sinisic. Elvis, the one Sakuraba fought in Pride twice. He played a rubber guard. Right, that's the Elvis I'm thinking of? He played like he called it something else. He used to hold the foot and hook.
Okay.
Because Henzo did a similar thing, but instead of like a full rubber guard, he would hold. So Dice has been doing it forever too. That guard's been around for a while. They have just like different names, like everything else. Like 50-50 was called whatever the fuck by Sato and them. But yeah, he does some rubber guard. My second fight, I used a lot of rubber guard. He's like stocky.
It's good for MMA. I mean, it holds the guy.
Hell yeah.
It is. The only problem with the rubber guard is when the guy's not wearing the shirt and he starts getting wet, you can start slipping your limbs straight out.
Yeah.
I was talking to Ben Eddy about that actually. But like with combat jiu-jitsu, they wear the rash guard. But I said when guys are shirtless, and he was like, yeah, it can be a little annoying.
Yeah.
Because when someone's shirtless, everything's annoying.
Yeah.
It's for sure. Everything's very annoying when they're shirtless.
Yeah.
You know, I've done like training with MMA fighters shirtless, where they're punching me in the face. It's very different, especially when you're on bottom. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's very
that
different.
friction's not there.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's
just
horrible.
gripping around every
that sweat
single
gets
just
going.
Yeah.
getting
Once that
your
sweat
collar ties
starts
in
coming
there.
out, once somebody starts sweating,
Overhooks are everything.
nothing works.
It all changes.
Yeah, no, it changes 100%.
Yeah.
Completely different.
sure.
Completely different.
It's when it's good to be on top.
Craig Jones.
No, for sure.
Craig Jones, she's one of the guys that goes shirtless.
Oh yeah,
right?
he goes shirtless.
Yeah.
A lot. Well, watch the old ADCC. It was all the MMA guys. Tito Ortiz, Kerr, those guys.
Yeah.
Went
They all go
shirtless.
shirtless. I mean, it helps when you're trying to avoid getting taken down.
It helps you trying to avoid everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
Shit, I'll go shirtless at ACC trials.
What about combat jiu-jitsu for you? You interested?
I would consider it, but if I'm gonna get hit in the face, I think I'd rather fight MMA.
Not getting slapped?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather do the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Do it for real.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna do
It's
it, I want to do it for
weird.
real. It's
It's
kind of
just
weird.
weird,
I mean, I think it's cool, but I just don't know if smacking in the face is for me.
But aren't they? I mean, I know initially it was a lot of slap, but now
Yeah.
they're kind of like
now they're
palm
kind of
strike.
allowing palm strikes. Like
Yeah.
Benetti was palm striking.
Palm striking that motherfucker. In the
Yeah,
face.
he was
Jesus
palm
Christ.
striking.
Well, I think what
Right.
Eddie's trying to do is say, like, look, we love the ground part of
Of MMA,
fighting.
of
So
fighting,
let's
yeah.
keep it ground so there's
Yeah.
no standing, you know what I mean? But let's also keep our jiu-jitsu honest.
Yeah.
Like, what would it look like if it was
If
a real
somebody
fight?
was getting hit in the
Yeah.
face.
But man, look, Boss Rutan swears the palm strikes are worse than the punches when getting hit, and I can see that. I mean,
Okay.
Boss said his palms are completely broken from it.
Right.
But it's still not the same as punches and elbows
Yeah.
Right.
at all.
Yeah.
So it's still kind of like that.
But it changes the jiu-jitsu.
For sure, but it's weird. It's like the last fight when Ben had the match with Wilson Reyes with Louis Lombard. I don't think Wilson threw one slap
Right.
because you start getting caught up in the grappling anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
It's one of those weird things where it's like I could see. I know a lot of guys that grapple don't want to do it because they're like, I don't want to get hit, and then the guys that want to get hit are like, I'd rather just fight MMA. So
Yeah.
like you have to find guys that specifically want to do
Right.
combat jiu-jitsu.
It's definitely a way to bring in like a more traditional crowd too, like where like mount actually matters again.
for
You
sure.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah. Regular, you know, it's kind of like
It's going to be hard to market though because they're on the Fight Pass, and when you're on the Fight Pass, you can just watch MMA.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, if it was on like if it was on like Flow,
Right.
which is like $9,000 a month.
I just want to tell you, Eddie said, "Go fuck yourself."
Eddie,
Yeah, because I said that you think that it's accurate that I'm the man in that picture and Eddie's the bride.
Oh.
And he said, "Go fuck yourself."
Eddie Cummings. I texted him the same thing. He texted me back. 'Cause Eddie gets a little sensitive.
Does he?
He's a little
His exact text was, "LOL/fuck him." And Eddie rarely curses.
That's not true. I get Eddie to
He's
curse all the
pissed.
time. I
Through
get Eddie to
text.
curse
He's
all the
very
time.
upset
I
with
get
you.
Eddie to tell someone that.
Shit. How's that roll gonna go? You're like, fuck.
Like it's usually.
It's tapped me a million times. I give a fuck.
I will look at him in the eyes and be like, "You looked real cute in that fucking bridal." I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He gets a little sensitive.
Well, you guys got a private
yeah.
at midnight?
Midnight.
You got a midnight
Midnight
private?
Yeah, maybe they'll come and
That's
address
boss,
it.
man. You guys just came into town to fucking scoop up a bunch of cash and bounce, huh?
Nah, it's exhausting, bro.
Yeah,
It's
I
kinda-
know, right?
I came to hang
Are you
out.
back to Are you
Yeah.
back to high school on Monday teaching?
Yeah,
Dude.
unless I have to go to my gym and finish the electrical work. If I have to go in and do that, then I'll take off. I won't go in.
Ugh. What's up with you, John? What's your day to day? Sleep until noon. Fucking
No, I'm up. You're talking all that shit, but I'm the only one really training.
Yeah,
Damn it.
how much training you do this week?
Well, the past 2 weeks I haven't been training because I hurt my shoulder.
So what have you
Yeah,
been doing?
Fuck that, he's been celebrating. He just won
Inquiring
EBI.
minds want to know what you've been doing with your
Since
spare time.
EBI,
the last 2
He's
weeks.
on Amazon.com looking at his shopping cart's like full, waiting to spend all that cash.
Once that
Dude,
check comes in, I'm just
exactly.
buying everything.
That's it.
Scrolling
This
through
is
all the
why he has
Instagram
no
hoes that have been hitting him up after he won EBI.
Yeah, just
Hey, though, for real, John, have the ladies been coming at you since you won?
yeah, but I don't let them get to me.
That's it.
No.
That's it.
Yeah, no,
You got to
yeah.
keep
Show them your fake Facebook page.
You got to keep your
Fake Facebook
No,
page.
I do not.
Show them your fake Facebook page and
No, if
Instagram
anybody
account.
here has a fake Facebook,
I
Instagram,
100% have a fake. I don't have a fake Instagram.
MySpace.
I don't use Twitter. I don't use MySpace.
Yes,
I have
you
a
do.
fake Instagram.
MySpace.
I have a fake Instagram.
He has a fake everything.
I have a fake
every,
Facebook page.
Every
100%.
source where you could talk shit about some individual online, Matt has a fake
It's
version
not
of it
true.
that nobody knows.
I
it's
don't
him.
have a fake Instagram because you would need the second number. That's a lot of work. I have a
That's
fake
a lot of
Facebook
work.
account
Okay.
because sometimes you need a fake Facebook.
Sometimes.
Not
I
for
guess.
trolling, like for other reasons. But John, tell them about your fake Instagram
don't
and
have
Facebook.
a fake
Show
Insta.
them your second phone.
You got a burner?
No, I do
Show
not.
them your second phone. Bro, your girlfriend's not going to hear the podcast. Just show them your second phone.
She listened to your podcast, so
What does that tell you? Show her your second phone. Does Eddie get jealous of your girlfriend? Wait, we all want to know now. Does Eddie get jealous that you have a girlfriend and besides him, or is that a weird thing?
I have individual time for both of them.
Does your girlfriend train jiu-jitsu?
No.
No?
No, it's the smartest thing you ever did.
Yeah, keep it that way.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I like to keep it separate.
It's good schooling from you, Matt.
Yeah. Keep it separate. You make that mistake all the time.
That's not true at all.
You moron.
I've dated like 2 girls I trained.
Yeah.
After like a 5-year relationship, you find like girls in the gym. They're like, hey, okay.
You want what? You want to hang out
I've
at my
been
house
in a while. You want to hang out?
You want to hang out play Nintendo?
That's right. I got like 1,500
Want to play with my
Do you
dog?
really? Wow.
Yeah.
You're a collector?
Super Nintendo Genesis.
Good man.
TurboGrafx 16. Yeah. It's worth like fucking 10 grand. So.
Is it really? There you go.
Yeah, some shit like that. It's
There you go. Finish up the electrical work in that gym.
Yeah, right. Well, no, it's just waiting on people to do labor. It's like anything else. Like if I could do the work, it would have been done already. But
Right.
you wait on other people.
Yeah, but cash in the video
I'm gonna
games.
do that
and
every
pay
day
it
to
off.
help
That's
with
what
the
I said.
sheetrock. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You. That was your
My
impression of
sheetrock expert. My sheetrock expert over here with the fucking stick.
Hey.
Did I not show up to build that wall that time?
He was there day 1, and then day 75, I saw him once since then.
Yeah.
That's not
well,
true.
He's won EBI since then.
He didn't know he was even doing it. I don't want to hear that he was in camp.
But I had to help Eddie, so I had to be in
It's like
his
that
camp.
time he had the clap. He didn't even know.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Oh, if we're gonna talk
you want
about
to tell a story?
that,
All right, so I'm like, I don't give a
if
fuck.
anybody in this room's definitely had the clap that I know of, it's this guy sitting on the
All
left of
I
me.
know is, chick hit me up and was like, "Hey man, you know I got she was listening to fucking hey man, I got fucking gonorrhea." I was like, no, not gonorrhea. What's that?
No, you had chlamydia.
I didn't have it. She goes, I had
No, you had chlamydia.
She's like, I have chlamydia. And I said, excuse me?
He told me.
She said,
hold on, we're sitting at a table eating, and he
I said,
turns
yo, I
to me
think
and
this bitch
says,
gave me
I think I
this bitch
have
gave me
chlamydia.
She's like, what do you mean? Bro, she goes, I was at the doctor. I have chlamydia. You fucking gave it to me. I said, I haven't been sleeping with anybody else. She goes, you're a fucking liar. So I said, hold on. I'm going to text the last girl that I've been with. I text her. She goes, actually, I just had my checkup last week. I don't have anything. I'm clean.
Beautiful.
Oh, well, you know, I guess, I don't know how I got it. Maybe, you know, going to the bed. I said, no. Because you just fucking call me, text me, yelling at me that I gave you some shit. And clearly I didn't give it to you, but maybe you gave me some shit. I didn't even check, bro.
He didn't even get
I
tested because he didn't want to
I hit up my friend as a doctor.
He just went and got
bro,
antibiotics.
this fucking
That's how you
chick
do
is
it.
fucking this.
Yeah.
What do I got to take? I said, because I'll check after. Like, why check before, get angry? So I took the fucking antibiotics and I got checked afterwards. I don't think so.
Okay.
If she actually gave it to me, I don't know.
I think you gave it to her.
Fine. No,
I think you did.
I she
I
did
think
not.
you're a filthy animal and you gave her.
Man,
I gave you-
I wasn't even home. Where was I? Fuck! I had to call her from a hotel. Where were we? Oh,
We were in Texas.
Right. Before you disgraced America. Yeah. We were in Texas before he disgraced himself and everyone on his team. He, I had to call this chick. I'm like, hey, how you been? She goes, what's up? I said, I hadn't spoken to this chick in like 2 months. I said, hey, look, you know, it didn't end well. I was like, hey, you know, this chick I'm dating told me she got chlamydia. She goes, I just had my test the other day. I'm clean as a whistle. I said, oh, so I didn't have
She
it.
could have been lying to you.
Nah, why would she lie?
Why wouldn't she lie?
Why would she lie?
Yeah.
What incentive would she have not to lie to you?
I'm with John.
Because
Why
she-
wouldn't she lie
because
to
she
you?
Did you see physical evidence?
No, she offered though. She goes, you want? I'll send you the thing. I said, that's fine. No, because I
How
trust
do you
her.
know
Like,
it wasn't an old one?
She was going to send you the
okay, how do I
paperwork?
know it's not an old one?
Let me just
Because
email
they have
it over.
these things called dates on them, John. They like those are the numbers with the slashes. That's the day that it is.
I'm sure you could get fake paperwork.
She's gonna do all that. Just try to fuck me.
Why not?
She's got
it ended badly.
She's not the only one with the paperwork guy.
But it wasn't like a I hate you end. It just like it was just a little bit of a mess at the end.
Right,
But it was
right.
fine. It wasn't a big deal. But it's just great when you call somebody back. You're like, hey, remember when you were accusing me of some shit? I got some questions for you now. Who are you fucking? Oh no, and I don't know. I don't know how it gets crazy. I just got it. I don't know. I guess I got it from there. I got it from there. Yeah.
Damn.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah.
Being
time.
single in New York, it's got to be rough.
Nah, she wasn't from New York.
Lots
No,
of
she wasn't?
chlamydia.
Oh,
Need lots of money to get laid out there, right?
Good luck getting a date if you don't have money.
Yeah.
no. Really? New York can't do it, huh?
No, quite a lot of the guys aren't. They come from Jersey, PA, and stuff, and they're like trying to date in New York. So it's a fucking waste of time.
Yeah.
Fucking waste of time.
Jeez. Gotta show them the bank count.
Yeah, that's all. It's what it is. If you're like broke, good luck dating.
Just go on Tinder and put up like fake pictures of you in the VIP. You'll be good.
Oh, is that how?
I won't say names, but somebody I know is on Tinder who puts their age 10 years younger than they are, and they have a belt that's not the UFC belt. They won a different MMA organization belt.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They say they were former UFC champ, blah, 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 and the bitches see that, they're like, oh my god.
Oh, who is it?
I can't.
Can you say it
you
off
have
air?
to.
Off air. All right.
Off air, yeah.
for sure.
All right, what do you guys want to promote while you're here?
No.
We have a seminar. Yes, we have a seminar. We have a seminar tomorrow here in Chicago, but by the time this airs, it'll be done. You're in New Orleans.
I'm in New Orleans next week,
March
10th.
March 10th.
March
This
10th.
is gonna air.
Yeah, March 10th next week.
I'm in Penn State,
Yeah.
March 17th,
And then we're in,
doing a joint seminar. It's Zombie in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
So
Yeah,
someone wants to
31st.
book you. Where do they find you?
If you shoot him a message, maybe he'll respond. If you shoot me a message, I'll
I
usually
answer
respond.
most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as it's not a woman and his girlfriend doesn't get the phone and block you. Just shoot him a message.
it's happened.
It's happened. Okay, that's not wrong.
Quite a bit.
No.
Well, now the ladies know how to get to you.
Yeah.
They just hit you. Hey, can I book a private with
Need a
you?
private?
Yeah, I need a private.
With the EBI
Hold on.
champ.
Ladies, if you'd like to book a private with John, the number is. You know what's funny is Tom the Blast was sharing Gary Tonan's phone number all over fucking Facebook, and everyone was like, "That's fucked up." I'm like,
Gary
"Call-"
loves that.
I said, "Call the number." Hey guys, you've reached Brunswick Brazilian. I was like, "It's the fucking gym number."
Right.
Duh.
That's funny.
Like, who do you think answers the phone at the gym?
Right.
Gary.
Yeah, paying for a receptionist. It's expensive.
You know.
That's right. Especially in New York.
Yeah.
I should give Eddie's phone number out. No one would call anyway. Or it'd be some creepy guy like, I have some questions about leg locks. Hold on, let me get up. What's your question?
Eddie should start a talk show where he just like people call in and ask him questions about jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I could see
That'd be
it.
the
It would be
longest
very
talk show.
boring.
Very
but
long.
It would be a very long, boring talk show, but he would do it.
There'd be a lot of crying on that talk. A lot of crying.
And on that note, Instagram, where can we find you?
Jon_Calestine, or just hit me up on Facebook, Jonathan Calestine.
Cool. And Matt?
Good man.
That_Matt_Kaplan, or just Matt Kaplan on Matthew Kaplan on Facebook.
Sweet.
2 T's.
Appreciate you guys coming out.
Boys,
thanks
you
for
were
having
great.
me. Thanks
Dude.
for
That was
having
a
us.
lot of fun.
Yeah. Cool.
And we'll do a little technique.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Peace. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. For more information about Grappler Union Podcast, you could visit us at our website at grapplerunion.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Grappler Union. Please like us on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes. And all of our episodes are available on our YouTube channel. Say what?
Be sure to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to all that shit. You got to do another take, right? This episode of the Grappler Union Podcast is brought to you by BJJTees. Go to bjjtees.com, enter the promo code Grappler Union, and save 10% off all your jiu-jitsu apparel. Go to bjjtees.com today.
This episode of the podcast is also brought to you by Strychnine Jiu-Jitsu, makers of vintage-inspired tees, hoodies, and rash guards. Go to strychnine.co, that's STRYCH9.co, and use the promo code UNION at checkout to receive 20% off your online order.